Hi guys, we are now live via YouTube. Uh, don't forget to share this with your friends. Just share this. Hi everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to the ECE Caravan 2022 Electronics Engineers in the Forefront of Nation Building. This webinar is brought to you by the IECEP Education and Student Affairs Committee together with the collaborating chapter of IECEP Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva, Ecija, and Zambales chapters. This is in partnership with the Professional Regulation Commission Board of Electronics Engineering. I am Ashley Lynn Aison, the IECEP President of the Zambales Student Chapter, and I will be your moderator for today's seminar. Hello po mga ka-ICEP! Bigatin yung collaboration natin for today's seminar kasing bigatin ng mga research speakers natin for today. And we will not only be discussing one topic, not two, hindi rin three, but 5 topics. And this is all for free. O diba? Sulit na sulit. And ang the topic for today are ECEs in the telecommunication, broadcasting, emerging technology, instrumentation and control, and power electronics industry. So I hope you are all ready now because the event is now about to start. Once again, we are now live via YouTube. The link is provided in the chat box. Don't forget to use the hashtag ICEPPuso. To begin this undertaking, let us have a solemn moment for our invocation to be led by the President of the Bataan Student Chapter, Miss Aileen Rain Gabaya. Ma'am?
Yeah, let us put ourselves in the holy presence of God. Almighty Father, we praise and thank you for this day you have given us, another opportunity to appreciate life and to fulfill our mission as your instruments of peace and progress. Lord, please pardon us for our shortcomings. Help us to amend our impieties, and we may learn to pattern our lives through your Son's example. Father, bless us, bless us and all our endeavors, especially for today's conference. Guide us in our discussion and enlighten our minds so we may absorb the lectures and make use of them in our field of expertise. Give us your grace that we may effectively do our parts as organizers, speakers, or participants in this event. Bless our conference so that we may achieve our objectives for your greater glory. And all of this we ask in the mighty name of Jesus, who lives and reigns with you forever and ever. Amen.
Thank Thank you, Ms. Gabaya. Let us now proceed with the Philippine National Anthem, followed by the IECEP hymn.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Kayang magiliw, elas ang sinakanan, alam ng puso, sa titik mo'y buhay. Lupang hinirang, kuya ka ng magiting, sa mandulupin, di ka pasisingil, sa nagatang tutok sa simoy at sa langit ng pagaw, ay hinatang tula, kawin sa pagkayang minamahal. Ang isang ng patawad mo'y tagumpay na nag-iindig, ang bituin at araw niya kailan pamay di magdidinig. Luman ang araw ng walhagit pagsinta, buhay langit sa piling mo. Ang hindi kaya na pagkay mga api, ang mamatay ng dahil sa'yo.
It was about creating value for society, recognizing electronics for our economy, purpose-driven. That's who we are, we work with ingenuity for nation building and the ever-evolving industry. Dynamic, globally competitive is our institute. Excellence is what we aim, yes, humanity our root. Professionalism and prestige is our root. For our country and the world, all of us are resolute. Engineering solutions that have led to many changes. Creativity, intelligence have been our tools for ages. Marching forward for the country, leading it to progress, making sure that you and me are part of all success. One organization, our many chapters, our one profession, walking hand in hand in the same direction. With the help above, we'll do our mission. One organization, our many chapters, our one profession. We are family, guided by our vision, IECEP. ECEs, let's build a nation. Leadership and unity and progress and development, camaraderie and ethics and meaningful engagement. Members have the chance for growth and involvement, new opportunities, inspiring lives moment. Engineering solutions that have led to many changes. Creativity, intelligence have been our tools for ages. Marching forward for the country, leading it to progress, making sure that you and me are part of all success. One organization, our many chapters, our one profession, walking hand in hand in the same direction. With the help above, we'll do our mission. One organization, our many chapters, our one profession. We are family, guided by our vision, IECEP. ECEs, let's build a nation. vision to the future for the next generation. Always open to innovation, innovation. One organization, or many chapters, or one profession. Walking hand in hand in the same direction. With the help of all, we'll do our mission. One organization, or many chapters, or one profession. We are family, guided by our vision, IECEP. ECEs, let's build a nation.
Again, welcome to the ECE Caravan 2022. Grabe, nakaka-overwhelm yung number of participants that we are having right now. To our 160 participants and sa mga nanonood ng YouTube Live, I know you guys are all interested to know the perks of taking up BS Electronics Engineering. Why ECE? Yan ang tanong na lahat, and later on, iisa-isahin natin ang dahilan kung bakit. But before we proceed, Engineer Terry Jean M. Araneo, the Secretary of the IECEP Bataan Chapter, is here for the reading of House Rules, Reminder, and Qualifications for E-Certificates. Ma'am?
Good afternoon, everyone. Let me discuss the House Rule, the reminders, and also the qualifications for the E-Certificates. Next slide, please. To keep doors open for better communication, greater mutual respect, and greater efficiency, please be reminded to always mute your audio device and turn off your webcam during the presentation. Turn it on only when needed. Respect the speakers on the floor. Note that you are allowed to provide questions via chat mechanism on the online meeting software. Create a discussion or ask questions during a discussion period as mentioned by the speaker related to the topic. Do not close your session or log out during the seminar. You may leave anytime in between, but your login may not be connected as it may interrupt the system. You can log out after every event finishes. Next slide, please. While we are waiting for the other participants, you may also drop down your name, location, and simple greetings for everyone at the chat box. Do not forget to fill out the attendance and evaluation form earlier. The link will be posted at the chat box. How to qualify for e-certificates. Number 1 is to register for the seminar. 2, fill up and submit the attendance and evaluation form, and also complete the 90% of the session. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Arneo. For sure, di naman tayo magkaka-problem sa house rule because the participants and the future engineers are well-disciplined. Now, to formally start our event, let us have Engineer Jomer V. Katipon, the VP for Education of IECEP Incorporated, for his welcome remarks. Sir?
Thank you very much, Ms. Ashley. Okay, so to all the National Board present with us today, of course, to our energetic President, Dr. Michelle D. Lawas, to the Vice President Internal, Lyle Anthony Joel G. Villas, to the Board of ECE, Dr. Elnar L. Detalia, Engineer Herminio J. Orbe, Engineer Enrico Claro del Moro, to the governors and vice governors for education, and the rest of the officers of the various chapters, colleagues in the profession, and of course to our 10 resource speakers from the different societies who would be properly introduced later, to the ECE students with us today, and most especially to the high school students, parents, and teachers. Good afternoon, everyone. So welcome to this year's offering of ECE Career Caravan. So ECE is in the forefront of nation building. So first of all, I would like to commend the efforts of Of course, the collaborating chapters, IECEP Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva, Ecija, and Zambales, for helping the Education and Student Affairs Committee and the Specializations Committee to, let's say, to pull off this particular event. Special thanks to Governor Donald M. Lapiguera of Bulacan chapter, to Governor Jason Paul V. Vicencio of Nueva Ecija, to Governor Noel Lincoln Saino, no, of Zambales, and of course to Governor Cyrene Claire M. Armesa of Bataan, our committee chair. And the rest of the ECE Career Caravan Steering Committee, thank you very much. This program, the ECE Career Caravan, has been an annual program of the Institute under the Education and Student Affairs Committee. So the aim of which is to, of course, to promote the Bachelor of Science in Electronics Engineering to high school levels across the nation. So last year, if you could still remember, we were able to offer a version of ECE Career Caravan with the former IECEP presidents as our resource persons. So for this year, as we would like to, of course, lay down why Bsece should be the top choice of high school students as their future career, we would introduce the different career options under Bsece, which is actually our 10 different societies. So we have the telecommunications, broadcasting, emerging technologies, instrumentation and control, power electronics, computers and ICT, building electronics and auxiliary systems, project management, biomedical engineering, microelectronics. So hoping that by the end of the event, the participants would realize that the ECE is in fact in the forefront of nation building, especially in this era of digitization and technology innovation. So with this, I welcome again everyone to this year's ECE Career Caravan 2022. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Engineer Katipon, for that wonderful opening remarks. True indeed that BSECE should be the top choice of the students, and it is the forefront of nation building. And we hope that through this webinar, we could uplift the engineering in them. Moving right along, let us have Engineer Donald M. Lapiguera, the Governor of the IECEP Bulacan chapter, to introduce our guest of honor. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone, especially to all of our participants. I am privileged to introduce to you our guest of honor in this afternoon's webinar. She is the present Vice Chancellor for Academic Affairs at Mindanao State University, General Santos City. She has the current academic rank of Professor 6 and has been with the institution for 16 years as an accomplished academician, accreditor, and administrator. She obtained her Doctor of Engineering at MSU IIT Iligan City, and she earned both her undergraduate and master's degree in Electronics and Communications Engineering at University of Southern Philippines, Davao City. She is a professional electronics engineer, rendering her professional services as a consultant and contractor of electronics design and installation projects. She is an expert in electronics engineering design for auxiliary equipment, and she is a staunch advocate of the mandatory inclusion and implementation of the Philippine Electronics Code. In 2009, she, along with other pioneering electronics engineers in the region, founded IECEP Sergeant Chapter, and from 2014 to 2017, she served as its governor and was given the Meritorious Outstanding Service Award. Because of her noteworthy contribution to the profession, the Philippine Technological Council, Women Engineers Network PTC-WEN, cited her as one of the 2019 inspiring Filipina engineers in our country. December 2021, she received the Governance and Leadership Excellence as a Mindanaoan Award in recognition of her outstanding and exemplary service as the president of our organization. Also, in her years as an engineering professor, she has also engaged in various engineering researches. Her research involvement has accorded her the Best Paper Award for her study entitled Microcontroller-Based Steward Motion Thermometer with PID, which presented in Phuket, Thailand, and with other valuable researches. Ladies and gentlemen, our IECEP President, Dr. Michelle D. Lawas.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Engineer Donald, for that wonderful introduction. I hope I am coming good. Okay ba sounds ko? I cannot take off my mask. Actually, I am in an executive meeting of the MSU system. And in fact, nahihirapan talaga ako magkaroon ng privacy dito. But nevertheless, I just really want to present this afternoon for ICEP under the leadership of the Vice President. Hopefully, maayos yung pagkarinig nyo sa akin at saka okay din yung ano. Am I coming good?
Yes,
Okay lang. Okay, thank you so much for that. So again, my commendation to the Vice President, Joe Mercatipon, for this activity. Of course, this is one of the priority programs of this administration, even before. This is all about the forums, no, for high school students to choose ECE as a course and as a profession. And not only that, and this is what is good in the ECE Caravan, because we are able to lobby and we're able to package the different specialization of our of ECE. So before I will proceed, I would like to acknowledge, of course, the collaborating chapters governor and its officers, and of course to our very supportive board of ECEs, the chairman, Dr. Alnar Ditalia, of course, Sir Hermenio and Sir Del Moro po. Thank you for being with us in this ECE Caravan. At least that our board can provide also guidance and can provide some of the insights that our future ECEs will be facing. So again, this is one of the priority programs of the IECEP National, and promoting and selling and packaging our profession into one holistic and into one attractive course, no, in as one of your choices, hopefully for the third year, for the senior high school and the junior high school. So, and since the approval of the enactment of the Republic Act 9292 in 2004, ICEP as an organization have been persevering and have been working hand in hand with the PRC Board of Electronics Engineering in the promulgation of rules and regulations, some resolutions and relevant programs for the benefit of all electronics engineering practitioners for the protection, we will be inspiring all of you, of course, with our STEAM speakers with a different specialization. We are actually preparing something for you to be attractive and to be in love with ECE. And of course, we have been working hand in hand with the PRC board, ensuring and making cert implemented in the government units and in the academe and even in the industry. So our collaboration goes with the board, goes down to the root level, reaching as far as the educational institutions. So I would like to acknowledge our academicians, our students, our parents for being with us this afternoon. Of course, in order to safeguard the future and equip our skills that would be valued in electronics engineering or as you graduate and enter the world of employment. So with the help of the chapters, of course, with the leadership of our Vice President for Education and Student Affairs, we have set in motion actually series of career orientation programs, and now we have ECE Caravan Part 2, okay, targeting our junior and senior high school students and to enhance public awareness. This is one of the things that we need to keep aware of, the public awareness about the organization and about the course, electronics engineering and the profession, and to disseminate, latest. So in behalf of the on behalf of the IECEP, of course, I am delighted with this set direction of the national, and of course, through this forum and through this afternoon, somehow our future, our junior high school and our senior high school students can realize and can decide along with their parents, with their guardians, of what is in store of the future electronics engineers in the country. So, of course, we are preparing our students, no, and our future engineers for college and careers. That the priority of ICEP as an organization. Then we have also to intensify. We will be helping this career introduction must be intensified in high school, and some of our professionals, no, especially in the implementation of the Specialization Committee, wherein last mid-year convention that was just last week, we're able to accomplish and we're able to recognize some of the specialization of electronics, and now they are on board, kicking off and giving out what is expected from the specialization. So I guess, and just to reiterate, this is something that we look forward in the organization. This is something that we want to happen in our organization. So we cannot do this alone. The national board cannot do this alone, but we need to have a collaboration and some of the, many aspects. We are going to engage our students and engage some of the senior high school and the junior high school. And it is good that we have, regardless of who you are or what you are thinking right now, what you are considering right now, what is important is you are going to be exposed to a career. You are going to be more prepared than someone who didn't have anything in mind. So again, thank you very much for having me this afternoon, and hopefully to our students, you could decide within yourself that the future of electronics engineers in the country by, of course, by our speakers. I hope you will be engaged more with our speakers so that you will appreciate the big thing and the future and the moving forward of it will benefit all of you. And I hope we will not stop there. We will continue with our advocacy in projecting and giving more insights and giving all our aspirations and dreams to really somehow become an electronics engineer. So thank you so much, and good afternoon, everyone. So again, I am so sorry I cannot take off my mask because I am in a public. I am attending an executive meeting in Mindanao State in Manila. Actually, I am in Manila right now, but I am so happy that I am with you this afternoon. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Dr. Michelle Lawas, for that very uplifting message. All of us were inspired. Every student and our future engineers admires you, and it was really a great honor to have you here. I would also like to acknowledge the presence of Dr. Alnar Detalia, the PRC Board of ECE Chairman. To formally introduce our guest of honor, let us have Engineer Lapiguera.
So good afternoon, everyone. So for our guest of honor, Dr. Alnar L. Datalia, Chairman, Board of ECE Professional Regulation Commission. Good afternoon, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon po.
Is my audio okay?
Yes po.
Say, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Okay po yung sound niyo, sir.
Okay, can I proceed now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so good afternoon to all of us. Maybe you can remove this this background, and I'd like to see all the participants. Would you allow me to, can the host allow me to see all the participants in gallery view? How's my audio coming?
Yes, sir. Rinig po.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'm quite late. I just came home from a travel. But anyway, yeah. So I wasn't able to join you at the start of the program. May I know the participants of this particular activity? From what school are they coming?
So, sir, from various schools po, sa mga in-invite po natin all over the Philippines.
Okay. I have here on my screen, there are about 168 participants on board, and majority of these are senior high school students, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I saw here just pop up from Nurala National High School. Okay. Anyway, so this activity is for you, senior high school, to really be aware or okay. I hear some noise. Okay. So the intention of this activity is for you, senior high school, to be aware of the electronics engineering profession. And in a little while, you will be hearing different speakers coming from different field of specializations of electronics engineering profession. Okay. Now, the intention of this activity is really to convince you to take electronics engineering course. Okay. Now, why should you choose electronics engineering program? What is in this particular course that made you attractive to this particular program? Now, that's the thing that you need to know on this particular activity. No? So I encourage you to listen to the different speakers that will be speaking in a little while. But for the meantime, as probably an introduction to this particular program, let me ask you this question. Okay, may I know what devices you are holding right now in this particular activity? Okay, so probably you are using cell phone or computer, and that is electronics, right? mga high school students, you are using electronic gadgets in this particular activity. Okay? Have you ever wondered why my voice is being heard at your end? Or even my picture, you can see me at your end, even if we are kilometers apart. How have you ever wondered that? How is that thing happen? So what's the concept behind that particular phenomenon, as if I should say? Okay, that's all because of the concept of telecommunications and data transmission, and that is all electronics. Okay, so can you imagine an environment or a world without electronics? In fact, for all of us, kung mawawala tayo ng signal, wala na. We are not comfortable anymore. So the world is dependent on electronics. And that's the possible, I should say that's the possible environment that you will be in if you take electronics engineering profession. Can you imagine living without electronics devices, without cell phone, without television, and all? So all of us are dependent in electronics. So because of that, a very vast opportunity for you at stake if you take electronics engineering profession. It is a reality. All of us is dependent on electronics nowadays. In your online learning, entertainment, even in medical profession or practices, they are dependent in electronics. Can you imagine in the future a robot doing the operation, medical operation? And that's all electronics. Okay? In engineering, like civil, mechanical, agricultural, when we say they're advanced in civil engineering, they are dependent on electronics. Advancement in mechanical engineering profession is also related with electronics. All of us are end users of electronic gadgets. Even your teachers, even your parents, all of us. Okay? Now, because of this wide application of electronics, advancement of every profession, all rely on electronics engineering. Okay? For example, in civil engineering or architecture, they are, constructing building. Civil engineers construct building, but it is the electronics engineer that makes the building intelligent. What do I mean by that? There will come a time that a building, you don't need, yung mga doorknob. It is already voice activated. Sabihin mo lang, bukas. Ayun, yung pintuan, bubukas yan. That's what I mean, an intelligent building. Civil engineers cannot do that. It is us, electronics engineers, can do that. Again, civil engineers or architect, they build buildings, but it is us, electronics professionals, who makes that building intelligent. Even cars. Mechanical engineer design cars. But it is the electronics engineers who makes that car intelligent. Okay? There will come a time, sabihan mo lang yung car mo, okay, takbo. O, takbo na. O, hanggang 60 kilometers per hour ka lang. O, so si car din, susunod. Car is intelligent because of electronics engineers. Okay? In a medical profession, I already mentioned that earlier. Now, in the future, there will come a time na yung mag-perform ng operations, medical operations, are robots. It is also electronics. In agriculture, mayroon tayong tinatawag na smart agriculture. Agriculturist makes the plants grow, but then, pwede natin yung haluan ng electronics. Na? Kukontrol natin yung environment, like the temperature and all. Na? Smart agriculture. Na? It is electronics. Meaning to say, if your ambition is to become civil engineer, you can be partner with civil engineer in the future if you choose electronics engineering profession. If your ambition initially is to become a mechanical engineer, okay, you can be partner in a mechanical engineer in the future if you choose electronics engineering. Okay? So, if I may categorize the practice of electronics engineering profession, there are practices that we can really say that atin yun, like the broadcast, like the telecoms. Na? But there are scope na pwede nating i-share with other engineering discipline, like civil, mechanical, medical profession, agriculture. Na? Madali tayo makipartner sa kanila because they are dependent on us. Okay? Naintindihan nyo? No? That's the value of this profession. No? You can partner with other discipline because they are dependent on us. Their advancement depends on electronics discipline. Okay? So I encourage you, if you plan to take like civil engineering, siguro I encourage you to take electronics engineering because in the future you have the opportunity to partner with them. Na? In other words, malaki yung opportunity mo if you are a graduate of an electronics engineering profession. Huh? Again, it is the electronics engineer that makes the building intelligent. It is the electronics engineer that makes the car smart or intelligent. Huh? Other discipline builds a building, design a car, but it is us who make that design intelligent. Is the electronics engineering profession. Okay? So, I encourage you to take electronics engineering. Na? In a little while, you will be hearing speakers coming from the area of telecoms. Correct me, Jomar, if I'm wrong, no? Our set of speakers coming from telecoms. Mayroon ba? Broadcast? Mayroon din, ano? Just give it thumbs up if that's correct. Building automation, mayroon ba?
Yes po.
Okay. So a lot more. So mga high school students, na? And also parents who are here, even teachers, na? Encourage this incoming college students to really take electronics engineering program. There are a lot of opportunities awaits for this particular professional if they finish the program. Na? Ang direction natin ngayon towards digitization, towards advancement of technology. Na? And that advancement of technology would mean more dependence on electronics. Okay? So, there are a lot of opportunities for you, awaiting for you if you take electronics engineering. So, yun lang yung masasabi ko. No? I hope I was able to encourage you to really take the program. Wala na tong bulahan. Totoo to. No? All of them are dependent of us, of electronics engineering profession. Yung direction nila, yung direction ng other disciplines towards high-tech. No? Advancement of technology. But whether we like it or not, advancement of technology would mean dependence on electronics. So wala, they are all dependent on electronics engineering. So with that, I encourage you to really take electronics engineering. We make buildings intelligent, cars intelligence, agriculture to be smart, and all. Okay? So I hope that I was able to convince these high school students, senior high school students, to really take electronics engineering program. Maraming salamat. Thank you and good afternoon.
Thank you, Dr. Detalia. You made us curious with the world of electronic engineering. ECE is indeed dominating the world, and choosing electronics engineering means a vast of opportunity is waiting for you. Again, thank you, Dr. Detalia. You are truly a model, especially to us future engineers. I also would like to acknowledge Engineer Enrico Clara Del Moro, the member of the board of ECE. Hi, sir. Then now, for the awarding of certificate to our guest of honor, let us have the governor of IECEP Bataan chapter, Engineer Cyrene Claire M. Armeza.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon, everyone. How can we share the screen? Thank you. Okay, so good afternoon again. This certificate of appreciation is from the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, Education and Student Affairs Committee, and also the Specialization Committee, and our partner chapters for today, the IECEP Bataan, IECEP Bulacan, IECEP Nueva, Ecija, and IECEP Zambales. This certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to Dr. Alnar L. Detalia, Board of Electronics Engineer and Chairman, in grateful recognition and profound appreciation of his contribution as keynote speaker during the ECE Caravan 2022, conducted on June 11 via Zoom platform. So signed by yours truly, Engineer Cyrene Claire Armeza, Governor of IECEP Bataan, Engineer Donald M. Lapiguera, Governor IECEP Bulacan, Engineer Jason Paul V. Vicencio, Governor IECEP Nueva Ecija, Engineer Noel Saino, Governor IECEP Zambales, and of course, Engineer Jomer V. Katipon, our Vice President for Education. Thank you, Sir Detalia, for sharing your knowledge and also encouraging our students to take up ECE. So with that, can we request everyone to open their camera so we can have our photo opportunity po with Dr. Alnar. Thank you.
So again, may we request everyone to please turn on their camera to have a photo ops. So I think everyone is now ready. So, ma'am, ready na po tayo for screenshot? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Let's have another shot. Okay, 1, 2, 3. So ayan, I think we're all good na. Again, thank you, Engineer Armeza and Dr. Detalia. Without further ado, let us now begin with the webinar proper. It is an honor to introduce to you our first research speaker for today. He is a licensed electronics and communications engineer with 16 years of solid telecommunications experience on GSM 2G, 3G, 4G LTE with 5G NR outdoor macro cells in building solution distributed antenna systems or the IBSDES, picocells, Wi-Fi lamp sites, survey, design using the industry software tools, installation and supervision, network planning and optimization projects, full turnkey projects of Motorola, Alcatel-Lucent, Ericsson, Nokia, Siemens, and Huawei project in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia as a senior telecoms engineer for the rollout project on indoor and outdoor of his former company. He also previously worked as an IT network administrator in the Bureau of Fisheries and Aquatic Resources, 5 Platinum Development Corp, a South Korean company in Davao for the DICT Free Wi-Fi project, and also the CCTV project for the Department of Transportation as a technical supervisor engineer. Now he is with the Philippine Ports Authority, the PMO SOC Sergeant as the Electronic Communication System Officer, and eagerly sharing his knowledge on ICT solutions, telecommunications, IPPABX systems, and CCTV operations and maintenance. He is also a former member of IECEP North Mindanao Chapter, IECEP KSA Central Region Chapter, Saudi Council of Engineers registered member, and now an active member of IECEP SOC Sergeant Chapter and RF Engineers Pilipinas, which is now called the Terahertz Telecommunication IR 4.0 Pilipinas. Everyone, let us give a virtual welcome to the chairman of the IECEP Telecommunication Society, Engineer Sajid N. Makabalang. Hi sir, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. So, audio check din from my end. Am I clear, moderator?
Yes sir, it's audible.
Okay, thank you very much. And good afternoon po sa inyo lahat, especially the senior high students, possibly the teachers and the parents right now, and also yung ating mga guests of honors and VIPs. So, let me share my screen so that we can maximize my time. Okay, so this is more not on the technical side, but this is more on, you know, about me. And I want to reflect myself because I am, you know, a student once. Okay, so is my slides clear po?
Yes po.
Okay, so I made these slides. It's not about the technical, or I'm going to introduce a technical topic, but this is, you know, more about myself so that I can relate to the students that it is correct. It is indeed correct that based kay Dr. Alnar Detalya, we really encourage you because telecommunications is just one of these specializations. So there are more specializations if you really want to specialize yourself and you want to venture, because electronics engineering is now or has many specializations. So I will be discussing about myself and how I journeyed na naging ordinaryo din po ako. So it doesn't mean that I am an overachiever, but I did, or I have my own fair share of struggles, endeavors, and achievements in life, especially when I was still a student. So, okay, this is the title, From Nobody to Somebody. So before, and I always tell to my attendees and participants whenever I share quality technical webinars, so I always say I love to share, because time will come that if you are going to share to the younger generation, I'm sure they will be the ones that will be in the forefront of nation building. So in your generation, I hope that if you will reach the pinnacle, that you will be the ones in turn will be the forefront or kayo na po yung mga frontliners ng ating chapter or maybe society or even the electronics engineers of the Philippines as a whole. So this is me, okay? No need to be ashamed if you want to ask some technical questions later. So nagpursige po ako. I did a lot of hard work kasi I really need to excel. I really need to be one of the engineers in the future. So yun po yung aking matatawag na target in life. Okay? So with that, syempre, when I was constantly sharing, hindi ko po napapansin na dumami na pala yung mga webinars na na-share ko po. Not just for the professionals, but even from the students. So when I'm talking about students, meron pong universities that invited me to be their speaker. Okay? So ito po yun. Okay, there are some from St. Louis University, and there was one in Eastern Samar University. Okay, so I was, proud, and I am representing in general yung electronics engineers of the Philippines po, or yung IECEP. Okay, so and this is also from our group. So okay, from the face-to-face seminar. So it doesn't end here. So if I will relate to you that you have a big chance that you can go forward and not to be stagnant, you need to study and you need to search or give time to research what is really electronics engineering. But as we say, and what our board of ECE, Dr. Anlal Detalia said, we really encourage you kasi ang ganda talaga ng electronics engineers, okay, or electronics curriculum. So before, when I was just a normal student, hindi naman ko overachiever, this was my past dream before I really loved coding. But because of, mas mahal po yung tuition fees, especially tuition fees, hindi po na-afford ng aking parents because I was born a normal child and from a normal family. So hindi po lahat ng gusto ko in my high school days or college days ay natutupad. So that was, a thing of the past. And hindi po nag-succeed yung gusto ko na maging, network administrator or computer engineer or even a programmer kasi ang mahal ng tuition. Okay? So what I did, my goal is, I saw this in the net before, and again I saw this quote from Brian Herbert that the capacity to learn is a gift, the ability to learn is a skill, and the willingness to learn is a choice. So it will really depend on us po, tayo mga senior high school students or really want to take up electronics engineering program. It is all about you guys. It's how you learn, your study habits. That's one, and we really need to learn because this course, why is it we are encouraging electronics engineering that you need to take? Because may keyword po dito yung evolving or evolution. So it means that while we are learning, while you are being a future engineer, it will not stop you from learning actually. So it is a continuing professional development and you will learn a lot in taking electronics engineering. Lalong-lalo na at maraming specializations that you want to pursue if you are going to specialize yourself. But as of now, we encourage you to take electronics engineering kasi ang daming societies, ang daming specializations, and the professionals are here waiting for you, and we will help you all the way so that you will be equipped and you will learn not just by skill sets, but you will learn also yung mga soft skills so that you will be prepared once you are going to step in the professional world na po. Once you will be a board passer or even a top notcher. Okay? So, ito po yung dream ko talaga, but I did not succeed. Comsci, that was my first choice, but fortunately, yung tuition fee is a bit, expensive, and my family cannot afford. So, my second choice was ECE, to take up ECE, because before, I was very curious about Y2K. Okay, so Y2K, that was, they predicted the computer enthusiasts and experts, they predicted that all electronics, which is why computers are, or even other professionals were dependent on electronics, they predicted that there will be a Y2K virus in year 2000, that was before, and that was, it ignited me. It ignited me, and out of curiosity, that was my second choice, electronics and communications engineering. Okay, so my other batchmates in high school was, they really want to join Comsci, but unfortunately for me, due to financial difficulties, I decided to take up ECE as my choice. So this is one of the reasons, because, due to financial difficulties, I should take the board exam on the same year. But unfortunately, naghahanap po ako ng mga work while I was studying. So I did not take on the same year for the licensure exam. And I graduated on the same year, fortunately, and it was 5-year course. But due to the financial difficulties, I did not hesitate to decide that I will take this course. So for the study habits, this is my advice for you, senior high students. This is my approach while I was taking the review before the actual board licensure exam. So this is what I did. This is my approach on how I can measure myself, my capacity, and also I can assess kung hanggang saan talaga yung kaya ko. Because in the board exam, it is not about how you read a lot, how you memorize, but yung mga foundations nyo po, starting from you were in your senior high or high school or senior high, going to the top on your tertiary level, or let's just say yung college level nyo po. So you need to have a good solid foundation so that you will assess yourself when time will come, kung kayo na po yung mag-aaral, magre-review for the actual board exam, then you will assess that, okay, medyo mahirap but I can do it. So being positive, you can do it, since we believe kami po mga professionals, hindi po namin naabot itong position namin if hindi po kami nagsumikap. So we are also students once, okay? We are beginners once, okay? So because I passed the licensure exam on the following year, on April, so I was victorious. And if I fail, of course, maybe I need to tell myself or ask myself that saan po ako nagkulang, or maybe I did not learn enough, or maybe my foundation when I was still senior high school or even college ay hindi po sapat, hindi po ako nag-aral ng maayos nung ako ay isa pang estudyante. So that is why part of the assessment, and while you going to take electronics engineering or even other course, it is all the same, okay? But because of the rapid emerging technologies, also the advancement and the the road going to the digital transformation of the Philippines in our country. So I really encourage you to take electronics engineering because you will not, or it will not disappoint you, by the way, okay, frankly speaking. So what I did, I, you know, I started my journey and I was looking for a job. This is, talking about reality because once you graduated, you passed the board exam, it is not yet the end for you. You need to establish yourself as what you are going to establish while you are still on your senior high. So it is much the same. We are a professional, just like us, we are still learning, we are still advancing our career. Okay, so because of that, telecommunications, when I realized that electronics engineering has a specialization, and one of that is telecommunications, I was very, very curious and eager to learn. So because of my curiosity and my drive, my determination to learn telecommunications, this is what I am right now, guys. Okay, so because of the critical decision in my life, this paved the way on my solid and fast hands-on experience. So kung nakayanan ko po, imposible po na hindi nyo makaya. Okay, guys? So I hope this will encourage you and inspire you all the way. So why I choose telecoms? Because I need to level up. Kahit sino naman gustong mag-level up, di ba? And of course, there's one thing that I always remind myself, never back down. Even with those circumstances, problems, issues in life that it is also affecting your study, your school, you need to not give up. Okay? Because in the professional life or the professional world, mas lalong malaki yung problema na haharapin nyo po. So by this time, you need to solidify your foundation as a student po. That is my advice. Whether you take other professions, but because we are encouraging you again and again, electronics engineering is a good and exciting program for you. Marami pong specializations. I'll just tell you something. Okay. Sir, bakit telecommunications maganda? Yung tower gawa ng civil. Yes, but it is true physically or literally, but I am telling you, or I will gonna ask you something. Okay, if we're talking about advancement, if we're talking about, making something smart or intelligent, I'm going to ask you something. After 5 years or 10 years, if I'm going to ask you something, is the metal going to be another kind of metal? Or is this concrete going to be an advanced concrete? So my answer is yes, in a way, but without the support of the electronics engineers, you guys, the future engineers, it will never advance. As what the Honorable Dr. Alnar Detalya said, we are the one who will take them, the other professions, in the next level. So we should be proud, and we will, we are encouraging you again that you will never be disappointed once you will take the electronics engineering program. We are the ones who are making the other professionals to go one level higher. So I hope you understand that point. Okay. So I have some discouragements before, but I did not hesitate and I did not give up because, finding a job is also like studying, because you need to study so that you can be prepared for the coming interview, right, guys? So that is also the same. All are the same. We have, our own share of difficulties, but what's important is once you take this program, it will, I assure you, it will let you go one level higher, okay? So this is my goals for my career. And also, even if you are still not in the professional world, you need to start being humble, because why? We don't know who the person will help you excel. That's one point. Even in your school days, you will not know who will let you excel. Okay? So you need to be humble. Even in our part as the professionals, we are being humble, because being humble, you will open up many doors. Okay? For learning. I'm talking about learning. Okay? So as I started my journey, I became a telecoms engineer because I really love telecommunications. So I was employed in many companies. And because of the fast emerging technologies before, on my time, I got a fast hands-on experience. So imposible naman po pag hindi po kayo magkaroon ng hands-on experience when you are going to be a professional or a future engineer in the future, because you are the fortunate ones, by the way, guys. Kayo po ang maswerte because the technology is already in your front. Nasa harap nyo na po yung technology, not like in our days. Halos lahat po ng trabaho ay manual. Okay? So because of these advancements of the technologies and what you have right now, the necessity of what you have right now, I'm sure you will understand na tama pala si Honorable Doc Alnar, tama pala sila, sir, kasi maganda pala ang electronics engineering program talaga. Okay? And from my experience, I learned a lot on network planning, optimization, survey, and design. Halos ikot ko na po yung trabaho ng telecommunications because, as what I've said, I did a hard work. I learned a lot, and wala po akong sinayang na oras. Okay? So it doesn't mean that you will focus all your attention in studying, but you need to balance also, because why? You will not love to learn if you are not absorbing anything. Okay? So you need to balance your life, work, life, family, study. You need to balance them, and you need to manage your time to learn. So yun po yung advice ko sa inyo, because I do not believe that many of the students in this time, in this generation, ay hindi po achiever or hindi po overachiever. I do not believe on that one. Okay? So this is just a picture of myself so that I can, give you inspiration. I can encourage you that, taking up telecommunications is really exciting for me, I could say. So here are some my memories, my pictures of my experiences. It's really exciting actually, taking electronics engineering. So I went in far away places, in many places. I did a lot of jobs, even though from the starting point, medyo mahirap, but because yung determination mo and you love your work and your profession, mahal na mahal mo yung pagiging electronics engineer mo, kayo po, future engineers. So I went to faraway places. It's very exciting. Minsan stressful, but I met a lot of many seniors, experts along the way po. Ang ganda. Okay? So yan po. This is me. So I met a lot. And I did a lot of projects. So I was the team leader, engineer, supervisor. So I did a lot of experiences, mostly hands-on po. Okay, so that is one of my achievement, because kung magpupursige po tayo, we need to, make ourselves valuable by, changing our habits, our mindset. So yan po, okay? So we need to learn talaga. And I do not believe na dahil nag-aral ako, hindi ko ito naabot. I do not believe about that one, guys. So we need to, learn a lot, and hopefully I encourage you, and I hope that I, convince you that electronics engineering program is really a good course for you to take. So I was in Huawei, and this is my, for 16 years, this is my boss, okay? So really, it's very exciting talaga. Okay, so I did this project. So it is, I'm deeply proud for being, I am proud not because I am an engineer or an ECE, but I am proud that hindi po ako nagdalawang isip at saka nakaka-proud kasi ito po yung pinili ko na course na program. Hindi ako nagkamali, hindi nasayang yung oras ko, kahit ito po yung pinili ko. ECE, Electronics Engineering Program. Okay, guys? So this is my previous projects, really exciting, interesting. Okay, so this is more on what I did before, and really, I am proud, and hindi po nasayang talaga yung decision ko noon na kumuha ng ECE or Electronics Engineering Program or Curriculum. So this is more on the design. Ikot ko na po yung mga trabaho sa telecommunications. Okay? This is just to encourage you guys. It is not more on the technical part, but I really want to show you things. I opened up doors of opportunities to you guys that telecommunications, ang daming subspecializations, by the way. How much more if you will take electronics engineering, tapos pupunta ka sa broadcasting, sa power electronics, biomedical, it is all the same. We are under one general field of profession, which is the electronics engineering program. So for me, I am not proud being, an engineer, but proud po ako dahil hindi po nagkamali na ito yung pinili ko na course. Hindi po nasayang yung buhay ko. Okay? So, with that, thank you very much po for the time. I hope that I convinced you right now, and I hope that I inspired you that once you take this electronics engineering program, there are many doors of specialization and subspecialization. So, ito lang po yung pabaon ko sa inyo, senior high school, the other attendees, the professionals, and our VIPs. So, food for thought po, to be inspired. So, according to Ben Franklin, an investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Siyempre, doon tayo sa may interest. So, I hope that you will take the electronics engineering program. It is really an exciting course, field of engineering. And see you on the other side, future engineers. Thank you. Thank you, IECEP. Thank you, Technical Working Group, the committee, moderators. Thank you po, Dr. Alnar, Madam President. And even if you are still a student, if you want to ask questions about telecommunications, just message me. It's on your screen. And again, thank you and good afternoon.
Ayan. Thank you, Engineer Makabalang. The topic is very relatable po. And thank you also for sharing your journey as an electronics engineer. For sure, marami natutunan na tips yung mga students natin here. We just have a question for you po. In your years of experience, what is the most fulfilling aspect of being an electronics engineer?
It's very simple. Actually, I already told you, all of you, that, the fulfilling part, actually, it's not a particular achievement. It is what you accomplished. Once you accomplished 1 or 2 projects, ang sarap ng pakiramdam. Okay? So how much more, starting right now, you take the electronics engineering program, that's your final decision, and start learning, start researching, okay, on how you to excel. Kasi lahat ng bagay po, right now, we are in the digital age right now. Even though if we are just, second world or third world country, we are still on the direction to be, in a digital transformation. So we need to be prepared, and hopefully that because of your question and my answer, I hope it will also support or suffice that, again, sana ang kukunin nyo is electronics engineering profession or curriculum. So yun lang po, ma'am. Thank you.
Sir, we also have another question from our participant. You mentioned job inequalities in the Philippines. Kaya po kayo nag-abroad. Do you think po ba we would still experience the kind of job inequality na na-experience nyo dati, and ultimately mapilitan din kami mag-find ng work abroad?
Yes, definitely, yes. There is no such thing as job inequality. It is all in the mindset actually. Kasi nalaman ko noon, that's why I included na merong job inequality that was before. But when I got lucky and thanks to God that I got lucky, I got an opportunity, doon ko po nalaman na it is not about there is a job inequality. It is just, it is not just the right time for you. But if you need to excel and if you need to, level up yourself, change your mindset first. Change your mindset, change your study habits, and you need to have, a direction. We can, for us professionals, you can, anybody can ask me, even students can message me, because I need to, to tell you that, you can ask anything, but first you need to change your mindset, because it is not about job inequality, but it is all just in the mindset that, okay, I need to be more positive. I will try to change myself. Change yourself first before changing what you will do. Okay? So, yun lang po. Thank you.
Ayan, thank you so much, sir. Telecommunication industry is truly a fulfilling job and continuous innovation. Kaya if you're an innovator, choose ECE and telecommunications industry as your profession. So thank you again, Engineer Makabalang. Moving right along, who among our participant ang interesado naman sa broadcasting industry dyan? Ano nga ba ang role ng isang engineer sa broadcasting industry? Kung curious ka rin, kagaya ko, stay put because our next research speaker has 9 solid years of experience in broadcasting field. She is a graduate of Mindanao State University at Ilagan's Institute of Technology and started her career in broadcasting industry at Bayan Telecommunications Incorporated. She also has experience in project documentations and management from her previous role as Associate Engineer in Lear Corporation PETC and currently a BIT Engineer at Cable News Network International Abu Dhabi, where she is responsible for the integration, maintenance, operation, and support of broadcast technology systems. She is a Cisco Certified Network Associate and a Certified IT Service Manager. Everyone, please welcome Engineer Sharon J.E. Sumera. Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Hello po, ma'am. Good afternoon po. Thank you po, ma'am Sire, for that wonderful introduction. So, let me share my screen first. Hold on. Does everyone see my screen? Anyone see my screen?
Yes po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Sorry. So, hi everyone. Good afternoon. I am Sharon J.E. Sumera. I took up Electronics and Communications Engineering at Mindanao State University, Iligan Institute of Technology. Currently, I am working as a broadcast engineer in CNN International Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Ako noon, as a student, katulad ng mga students ngayon, nahirapan din akong pumili ng course. Kaya kayo, to those students na hindi pa nakapili ng course to take, please do consider taking any engineering courses, especially electronics engineering. Engineering courses will teach you the discipline and perseverance you need and the analytic skills that will be handy in all aspects. And also the confidence, which is a particularly important attitude in life to be successful. As they say, laban lang. So why electronics engineering? Bakit nga ba? Sabi nga nila, may civil, may mechanical, may electrical, at ano-ano pa. Sabi nga ni Dr. Ditalia, being an ECE engineer will give you vast of opportunities. You can be in telecommunication field like our previous speaker, Engineer Makabalang, pwede sa Globe, Smart, PLDT, or any service provider. Or sa mga next resource speaker natin na nasa microelectronics, power electronics field where magde-design ng integrated circuits na which is nakikita natin sa mga devices natin. And also, we can be also in biomedical field at madami pang ibang specialization. Kaya kinuha ko ang Electronics and Communications Engineering, which is Electronics Engineering na ngayon. That leads me on where I am today. So, back in 2016, when my father decides to get me from the Philippines, I was not even in broadcasting. Puhunan ko lang is yung school knowledge ko para mapunta sa broadcasting. Noon, akala ko hindi ko magagamit yung subjects ko in college about satellites, microwaves, radar, at ibang mga communication subjects. Mali pala ako. Magagamit ko pala sa work. At ako ay naghihinayang bakit hindi ko ginalingan. Kaya kayo, students, as much as possible, as early as now, do best in all subjects. So when I was in UAE, habang ako ay naghahanap pa ng work, my father encouraged me to join IECEP UAE. Since wala pa nga akong pinagkakabalahan, through this organization, it widens my network that helps me gain more knowledge, ideas, and opportunities. And one of them was gaining my engineering license and meeting the person that helps me join CNN. So actually, I nung nag-take ako ng board exam nung nasa Philippines ako when I graduated, hindi ako nakapasa agad. But it didn't stop me from gaining again my license. So kahit failure sa let's just pursue and then kung ano talagang gusto natin makakuha natin lisensya, we can do it even if nasa ibang bansa tayo. So as I told you, I met the person who helps me join the CNN. He asked me if I want to be intern for them. So ako naman, dahil walang ginagawa, so I did grab the opportunity. At dahil ito ay intern position, wala pang sahod. At unsure na hindi pa kukunin ako as employee, which is fine with me at that time kasi naka-father's visa ako. And I'm so lucky with my father kasi naka-father's visa ako. But having said that, you always do your best without expecting in return. The important thing is you learn and have experience na magagamit mo in the future. Through my hard work and perseverance, my team and my managers saw that I am capable of bringing a world-class skills to the table and an asset to the team. So my manager gave me an opportunity to be part of the engineering team. Freelancer nga lang muna kasi wala pang available na position. And then, so I did agree in that kasi may sahod na and I am one step closer to the company. So as time goes by, I became a full-time employee of CNN International Abu Dhabi. So, every one of us, kahit madami tayong experience na sa Philippines, working experience sa Philippines, but I still consider myself as a beginner. Working in a broadcast field for the first time in a different country was a tremendous task. I was given a role with multiple functions involving broadcast engineering and IT-related tasks, which is a massive challenge for me. Luckily, I have good colleagues, boss, and mentors to guide me through the process. And I didn't feel that I was thrown in the pool. So since I was intern up to now, I have been responsible in integration, maintenance, operation, and support of broadcast technology, like a flyaway, IPTV, audio mixer, intercom, live view, autoscript, at marami pang ibang devices. I also provide engineering support to productions of facilities, including master control rooms, studios, outside broadcasting, nonlinear servers, storages, and all related technologies. At ang broadcasting at hindi lang is kung sino ang nasa camera. My anchor, my editorial, my features, my operations, and my engineering. Ang mga engineer is the one of the key bakit napapalabas ng maayos ang show sa TV. Kami yung back-end. So we assure during the live shot na walang audio and video glitches. We establish a transmission on it at dapat magkakarindingan yung anchor namin with our master control, which located in Atlanta. So next slides I'll show you some of the photos of our outside broadcast, testing, and equipment that we use. So here, me in our workshop, fixing our camera. On the right side is me testing our equipment, the live view, the sat phone, the beacon, the camera for our team who will go to the Ukraine. So this is the one that we use for in case mawawala yung, let's say, na mawawala yung telecommunication site doon. So ang means of transmission na lang is ang beacon. So this is the beacon on the left side, and the right side is the live and camera. Next photo is the satellite dish for our main transmission in World Government Summit last 2019. And on the right side are the encoders and decoders. So this next slide is me and my colleague with Engineer Louis Maliksi and Nasir, who were testing the dish before our outside broadcast. Next is here we have our World Government Summit last 2019, our studio, our crew, and this is our photojournalist, the producer, the technical director, and the right side photo is a co-engineer, Lauren, who is now in CNN Hong Kong. This is also our production crew for the Pope visit in UAE last 2019. So that's our anchor, Ms. Becky Anderson, which has Connect the World with Becky Anderson every 10 a Eastern time. So lastly is my last outside broadcast is in Expo 2020. So this is our master control room. So ito yung makikita nyo kung nasa broadcasting kayo. So next is on the pros of in broadcasting. So kahit sa ang aspect naman, hindi po talaga mawawala yung pros and cons. And based on my experience, the pros of working in broadcasting are the perks. One of them is travel. May chance na ipapadala ka sa ibang bansa. Like my colleagues, they've been to South Korea, Beijing, United States, European countries, and recently in London to feature Queen Elizabeth II's Jubilee. I don't know if anyone saw an article in Rappler about a Filipino engineer who was part of covering Ukraine war. His name is Engineer Louis Maliksi. We are on the same team and the same person who asked me to join CNN. Secondly, you also have a chance to work to a very important person and celebrities, such as in my experience, I encounter Harrison Ford, Avril Lavigne, Christina Aguilera, Dua Lipa, and the band Coldplay. Also, you can gain access to major international sport events like World Tennis Championship, Abu Dhabi Golf Championship, and the F1 Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. And this is what I like on my job, because this is not a 9 to 6 job. Every day is a learning day. Hindi siya stagnant and flexible yung time. At dahil nga flexible yung time, on-call kami on-call kami in 24/7, 365, which is ito yung cons. Kwento ko lang din, it doesn't happen to me, it happened to my colleague. Naka-off siya, and then dahil on-call, tumawag kami kasi may important na issue, but he is on a date. So he has no choice but to cancel the date at iwan yung date. So please, if nasa broadcasting field kayo, let's tell our significant other to be more patient and understanding. So, dahil sa work ko din, I've been featured in some media forms. On the left side is the Broadcast Pro, and the right side is the Filipino Times here in UAE. What I have now is not just about luck, but also good relationship, perseverance, and hard work. Kaya advice ko, it might sound cliche, but it's true. Start now and make it a habit to persevere and give your 100% effort in everything. Be kind and be humble. We might be growing slowly, but surely. Kasi baka feel natin, naiiwanan na tayo ng ating mga kagrupo. Okay lang po yan. Kasi ako din, I've been in that situation na pinakumpare ko yung sarili ko. Bakit ang nasa pa ako? But then I realized na every one of us has timing. So kahit hindi pa binibigay, sooner or later, hindi lang tayo mag-give up. It will bibigyan tayo ng chance to be on kung saan tayo talaga. So dito lang po nagtatapos ang aking presentation at nag-iiwan ng katagang, don't try to be perfect. Just try to be better than you were yesterday. Yan lang po. Thank you po sa lahat.
Ayun. Thank you, Engineer Sumera, for showing us the preview inside the broadcasting industry. Alam mo, broadcasting seems to be an exciting job. So if you want to work with the anchors, mga local or possibly international artists like Engineer Sumera, or work at the studio, be an ECE and choose broadcasting industry. Ma'am, we have few questions for you po.
Oh my God. Okay po.
What ECE subject excites you the most?
What ECE excites me the most? I really excite me the most is when I was a student. Because I really fan of mathematics. So kasi ang mathematics para siyang starting point for being an engineer. So yan yung na-excite ako. Hindi ako magaling, nabagsak din ako, but then still it keeps me growing na kailangan kong pumasa to. So that like, kailangan kong pumasa ng math kasi gusto ko maging engineer. So that keeps me excited about the course ECE.
Ayun. So sa ating mga participants, kung mahilig ka sa math, ito na yung sign na mag-ECE ka. Then, ma'am, we have another questions pa po. Why did you decide to take up BSECE?
Why? Yes. Why I did? Well, I have 3 choices. First one is to be accountancy. Dahil feel ko, kung nasa accountancy ako, magtatrabaho ako sa bank. Pero kung nasa bangka, di ba, ang tingin natin is mayaman na tayo kasi nasa bangko tayo. And the next one is in BS Mathematics. Because after mo graduate, parang ang ganda pakinggan na mathematician ka, unless lang yung mathematician. But my heart is saying I want to be an engineer. At ayaw kong na engineer lang. Gusto ko electronics engineer kasi alam ko kung ano yung may bibigay na electronics engineering sa akin in the future. So, ang kwento ko lang din, I didn't start in broadcasting even I was in the Philippines. Nasa ibang field ako. Nasa automation field ako. But then when I came here in UAE, I started from scratch, and then dahil sa kinuha kong kurso, na napunta ako sa broadcasting.
So ayun ma'am, thank you so much. ECE really opened doors a lot of opportunities. Sa ating mga student dyan, if you want to be successful like engineer, Sumera, start now and make it a habit. Persevere and give your 100% in everything. Again, ma'am, thank you so much po.
Thank you po. Thank you po. Thank you, everyone.
Our next topic is very informative, especially in digital age, because we are about to discuss the ECEs in emerging technology industry. If you are an ECE student or aspiring engineering, this topic is perfect for you. Our next speaker got his bachelor's degree in ECE at the University of the East and postgraduate degree at Mapua University. He started his career as automation design engineer and later became the lead project manager at Microcontrol Design Technology. He also worked on system-level design of application circuits for defined product integrated circuits and was involved in all phases of product development, including definition, design for testability, test hardware and software design, hands-on debug, characterization, and manufacturing release of integrated circuits. He worked as team leader for research and development of sensor design and now works as a senior design consultant for Packetworks, a leading provider of the first network architecture for the Internet of Things and the only IoT technology social enterprise in the Philippines. Everyone, may I introduce to you Engineer Raleigh Joy Omega, specializing on emerging technology. Hi sir, good afternoon.
Hello, ma'am. Narinig mo ako, ma'am?
Yes, sir, it's
Hello.
audible.
Okay. Thank you. Share ko yung screen. Ma'am, naka-disable po ata yung share screen. Ma'am Ashley?
Yes, sir.
Naka-disable po ata yung share screen sa akin.
Okay, sir. Gagawin po kayong co-host. Pa-wait lang po, sir.
Hindi ba dun yun? Yung ganyan na lang? Dito ka
Sir, you can now share your screen po.
Okay na po, ma'am.
Okay. Okay na po.
Thank you. Sa mga student natin, no, I've been working since 2003 and up to now. Ilang years na rin. So parang madami na rin akong napuntahan na mga field. Nung una kong work is a automation engineer, and then I'll become a power electronics engineer. And then napunta rin ako sa IC design. And lastly ngayon, napunta ako sa IoT company. So yun, medyo madami yung field na napunta ako. So being an ECE is sa student, dahil student kayo is yung part ko is difficult talaga yung ECE course, but challenging. No? Hindi ibig sabihin kung sabi nila kung magaling ka sa math o magaling ka sa ganito is wala ka ng chance na maging ECE graduate or ECE license. No? Hindi totoo yan. Ang pagiging ECE is you have to be perseverance. Yan. Kailangan mo maging matyaga at then lahat ng challenge is kailangan mo malagpasan. Kasi yung course na to is, yun nga, sabihin ko, lahat ng engineering is quite difficult, no? Quite difficult. Pero, ang formula ng is, you have to collaborate. Yung kasi yung parang naging, student ako is, Hindi ako nakikipag-collaborate. As myself lang, ginagawa ko yung mga problems ko. Halimbawa, nahihirapan tayo sa math. Why not magpatulong tayo sa mga barkada natin na magagaling sa math o kaya sa mga magagaling sa mga major subjects natin, di ba? Circuits, mga control system, yung mga comms natin, and then yung mga major na microprocessor, microelectronics, ganun. We have to collaborate, no? Kahit yung mga ibang ano naman is, may kanya-kanya kasing ano yan, galing ng tao, no? Hindi lahat is makuha mo yung talent, unless kung talagang super talent pool. Pero yun nga, ang advice ko as a student is, habang nag-aaral kayo, no, you have to master the basics. And then, pag na-master niyo ng basics, madali na lang yung difficult and complex. So ngayon, at my field is napunta ko dun sa, yun nga, itong pinapakita ko dun sa screen ko is yung sub-specialization ng emerging technologies and convergent fields. No? So kung mapupunta kayo sa field na to is maraming sub fields. Pupunta nyo IoT, immersive media, quantum computing, embedded system, edge computing, big data and data science, robotics, digital twins, smart cities, space technologies, additive manufacturing or 3D printing, mobility and remote control. So yun, di-discuss ko ngayon is kung ano yung magiging overview nyo kapag pinasok nyo itong field. No? So nakita ko yung pwede kong i-share sa inyo is yung Industry 4.0 kasi lahat to kinover niya yung emerging technologies. So kapag gusto niya na kasi may mga school na yan, may mga specialization. No? So nakita niyo ng kasama ito sa specialization na gusto niyo is pwede niyo siyang kunin na. So bibigyan ko kayo ng background. Share ako ng another screen. No? Share ko yung presentation ko sa Industry 4.0. Ayan, okay. Break tayo. Brief lang to. Ano to? Ang tawag dito is a overview, okay, introduction ng. So I'm working at the packaged work as a senior design consultant. No? So medyo mabigat yung work kasi kailangan ng maraming experience and then you can design anything about IoT, no? Anything about emerging technologies. No? So yung company namin is all about IoT, no? IoT design ng products, implementation. So we're working now on the sa Industry 4.0. So yung importance ng Industry 4.0, impact, benefits, ang mga challenges. And then mga kasi ngayon is more about on the dati kasi di ba may first revolution tayo ng and then yung second, third, and fourth, yun. So medyo na kasi ngayon 2022 is modern na yung natin, yung technology natin na we can incorporate lahat na ng technology to make our life easier, better, and then manageable and productive. So yung mga ngayon is they want all things that connect to the internet and then make it smart. So lahat na ngayon na gusto nang gumawa na smart city, smart home automation, lahat na parang gusto nilang kasi nga parating na yung yung communications natin, no? Na nasa na tayo yung 5G, ganun ba? 6G, so yung data na kaya na incorporate na ganito is gusto na i-connect lahat yung things, no? So yung pagiging sa industry naman is yun, ganun din ang gusto nila. So meron kasi yung consumer-based na IoT, ito naman yung Industry 4.0 is based on the industry collaboration and the Internet of Things. So yun ang So makikita niyo pag nag-work kayo sa ganito on the emerging technologies. Bakit ko diniscuss yung Industry 4.0? So yun ang kasi nakita na halos lahat na cover niya, no? Yung emerging technologies. Makikita niyo sa next na slide mo. Bakit? And then yung pinakamalaking nag-work ngayon sa emerging technologies based on the IoT side. So nakita niyo kanina yung specialization na inano ko is mas pinakahalos 99% ng mga member. Kasi meron tayong mga specialization society na telecoms, broadcasting, yung kanina sila sa GID, na mga nakaano sila, no? Yung mga speaker natin is ngayon is yung electronics engineering is marami ng kanya-kanyang specialization. So very broad ang ating electronics engineering. So you might na surprise na bakit laki pala ng ECE, no? So you are on the right path. Kasi nga napakadami kayong pagpipilian. So sasabihin nila engineering may hirap yan. Not exactly, no. Ang kasi ang electronics engineering is more on collaboration talaga. So yun nga sinabi ko kanina na if you're a student, you make it difficult. You have to yung social engineering ba natin is kasi hindi natin lahat tayo kahit sa work hindi natin alam lahat. So, you have to collaborate with your mga teachers, mga classmates, ibang student, ibang org. Kaya may org ng So pag nagano kayo, halimbawa sa school nyo is you have an org na IECEP, sali na kayo. So yun ang pinaka nakita kong nabes na. Kasi may mga doon may mga third year, fourth year, mga graduating student, mga senior nyo na is you have to yung mga problems nyo na kung parang magkaroon kayo ng help. Kasi minsan yun din ang mistake ko ng para akong lone wolf na lone ranger na sige banat lang pero mistake ko yung yun. So ngayon as my career goes by nakita ko na I can make it on my own. So yun, kailangan mo pala ng social engineering, kailangan mo yung connections, kailangan mo na to make your life easier and better. Okay, next. Ayan siya. Yung mga first, yan. And then, industrial revolution. So, nakita natin yung, nakita natin yung, is from 17th century to 2010th century is, na medyo nag-evolve na yung technology natin. So, yun, parang ganun. Ang ECE course din is more on evolution yan. Dati, nung mga 90s, ang sikat is GSM, di ba? And then sikat is mga Pentium 2, mga computer. Pero ngayon, hindi na. May Core i7, may may Ryzen, may gano'n na. Medyo, malayo na yung So, yun din ang yung pag student kayo, you have to be, keep updated, keep current para hindi kayo mapag-iwanan kasi sa pag kayo ng board exam, karamihan yan yung updated na mga topics, yun ang lumalabas talaga. So yun, master the basics, you keep updated, and then yun, have to be socialized yun. Collaboration sa mga kakilala niya na expert, and then kakilala niya na magagaling. Ayan, sa niya. Pinakita ko lang yung yung layers ng Industry 4.0. So most likely ito is more on yun factory automation, tapos yung manufacturing and then SCADA. Yan, pag madadaanan nyo ito sa kayo nag-enroll na sa ECE, ito pa rin yung magiging trabaho nyo. Yung mamaya may nag-discuss ata ng automation society. And then, yung tinatawag nila na cyber physical system na ito. Kasi yung internet, gano'n yung mga, it can be controlled, you can be, pwede mong palitan yung mga parameters. Gano'n natin discuss kanina. Later din, ganyan. Kasi kapag nag-work ka dito sa IoT na field, parang lahat ng mo, kailangan mo. Meron ka sa IT, meron ka background sa sa industry, dapat meron ka din background sa ganito. Ganito yung mga kasi ginagawa ng more sensors, tapos controllers, tapos minsan may nagpapaano sila ng yung SCADA na tinatawag. Ito kasi yung SCADA is parang computer, computer, industrial computer. Ayan. ERP, ito yung lahat ng nagmamanage ng mga enterprise resource planning. So yun yung mga, kasi ito massive na, di ba, sa ERP, sa Amazon, mga yung malalaking natin, ERP yan, yung mga Lazada, Shopee, naka-ERP yan. Sa manufacturing din, ganun. Kasi ngayon is, lahat kinakabit nila sa internet. Pwede ka mag-online order. So yun, siya, ERP. Tapos ito naman, yung controller side, yung pababa tayo dun sa mga PLC, SCADA, and then yung yun, nakakabit sa internet. Yung ECE. Ito yung mga software na ginagamit. Wonderware. Pag mag-work kayo sa ganito, ito yung makikita nyo na pwede nang gamitin sa software. Tapos ito naman yung sensor, kanina, diniscuss ko, is yan, industrial sensors. Tapos ito yung hydraulics. Tapos may nakita ka dito na actuators na ganito. And then, yun, yung kanina ko, para ulit na discuss ko. And then cyber physical system, yung discuss ko kanina. You have all the kino-connect lahat doon sa collaboration computational elements, kino-connect nila lahat ng mga using cyber system. Pero may improved na version, yung tawag na digital twin. So kapag yung cyber physical system kasi is more on parang kinabit mo lang siya doon sa pero yung kinabit mo lang siya sa cloud, sa kinabit mo siya. Pero kapag ginawa mo siya virtual talaga na, hindi na digital twin, twin na siya. Virtual twin, and then yun, parang susunod cyber physical system, and then papunta na sa mga controllers, internet yan. Yun. So, yun. Design principles ng Industry 4.0, interoperability, and then virtualization, decentralization, real-time capability. Ito yung parang gusto nilang mangyari. So, when working on this field, matatakil nito, makukuha nito. Ayan, ayan, nandun to yung Industrial Internet of Things. So, bakit ko diniscuss to? Lahat kasi ng topics dun sa is nakuha niya, pwedeng robotics, big data, data science, augmented reality, additive manufacturing, cybersecurity, and then horizontal vertical integration, simulation. So, nandun lahat na applications sa emerging technologies. And then, ito na parang digitalization, automation, connectivity, analytics. So, analytics more on yan sa dashboard. Next time, makita nyo connectivity sa internet, automation, yung sa factory, automation, robotics, digitalization. So, lahat ng kakabit sa software, software yung gamit. And then, building blocks. Yung pa rin, yung kanina, Internet of Things, additive manufacturing, system integration, big data, augmented reality. Yun, meron din cybersecurity. So, pag pumasok kayo sa ganito na field, makukuha nyo rin yung cybersecurity ng mga express ng data, pag kinak yung so you need cybersecurity, autonomous system, simulation, cloud computing. Ayan. Internet of Things, yung mga protocols na ginagamit nila. Yun. And then, actually, yung protocols na to is later kung yung working or yung studying, nandito lahat na ginagamit. MQTT, OAuth, mga ginagamit din na. Tapos yung mga networks, 6LoWPAN, and then, ito, data link, ganun yung mga, BLE, Z-Wave, ito naman yung, so sa, design namin, sa company, ginagamit namin LoRaWAN. So, and then, security, din, yung mga, natin, para hindi mapasok yung, TCG o TSMAC. And management, ito yung mga standard management, IEEE 1905, IEEE. And then additive manufacturing or 3D printing. So meron tayong 3D printer na malalaki, maliliit, malalaki for industry. And then, system integration, yun yung sasabi ko kanina, doon sa, ano na, lahat na yun, hindi nilalagay nila sa ERP, sa cloud. And then, yun, para mas mabilis, kaya mas mabilis mag-order sa, sa Amazon, gano'n yun, lahat na ano. Tapos naka-ano doon sa, ano nila, sa factory nila, kung gusto mo may customization, yan, ginagamit na yung ERP. Then big data, yan, kung gusto mong maano sa IT, sa data science, kaya pinakita na yun, mga programming language ginagamit na Python, C, C++, gano'n. Tapos augmented reality, yun, yung device mo may camera, titingnan mo na lang, okay, may meron kang papasukin na VR glass, gano'n. Makikita mo na yung, may sira yung, may sira na yung machine mo, may sira na yung equipment mo. Ginagamit na yan sa mga modern na mga devices, modern mga ng troubleshoot na devices. And then yan, yung kanina sinabi yung cybersecurity, gusto yung mapunta sa IT. Ito yung mga inano naman. Meron din to, kaano din dun sa emerging technologies. Meron din sila yung cybersecurity. Although napunta ata sa nakuha ata to ng ICT, no? Pero kasi minsan yung mga natin, society na nag-overlap, no? So depende sa kung anong gusto nilang i-tackle na ito napunta sa Pero meron pa rin yan doon sa emerging technologies, sakop pa rin ito na may part na kailangan you have to secure kapag design ka. Yung mga certifications. And then yung simulation, no? So, ngayon kasi pag nagdi-design sila, you have to simulate muna bago i-deploy sa real world kasi mahirap yan. At least pag simulation okay na and then papunta sa real world. Meron ka doon sa factory. Yan yung factory IECEP studio na simulation mo na ginagamit. And then sa autonomous system naman. Ganun. Halos ganyan ng automatic na yung mga. So makita nyo, pag nag-work kayo as ECE, ito na yung makakita nyo, pwede pala ako pupunta sa automation, pwede ako pupunta sa maraming kang yun na advantage ng ECE, napakadaming pwedeng puntahan. And then yun, ito mga cloud computing, yun mga dashboard, ganun din. Ako nagagawa ko ng dashboard, mga pre-built na, makita niyo mga dashboard na things board, mga pa yung cloud na data cake, tapos yung ubidats, gano'n. And then ito, rights for tax. So jury lang to. And then jury din. Impact, yan. Impact sa economy, individual business, society, national, global. So yung mo as an engineer is very, very important. No? Growth, rapid employment, labor situation, business, customer expectation, data enhanced products, collaborative innovation, new operating models, as national society individual. So lang to, mga theory lang. Better quality, increase productivity, and economy, improve decision making, mass customization, faster production. Okay, next. Ayan, yung sa benefits niya, yung digital designs, built-on modeling, data-driven supply chain. So malawak talagang. Sa pa lang emerging technologies, napakalawak na. So ang ECE, napakalawak na pakano. So sabi niyo kung mawawalan kayo ng trabaho, hindi, napakadami. Marami kayong pupunta. And then yung technical challenges, social impact, ito yung discuss ko na rin. And then social impact, yung bakit nila in-automate yung 4D task, dull, dangerous, dirt, dumb. So ginagawa nilang automated. So, kasi minsan danger, high voltage hat, flammable voltage, poison. Tapos machine human, creative, lower emission science. So yun, paggawa mo na sa machine, yun, paggawa mo na sa human, creative design, yung human siya talaga yung gumagawa, designer. Yung machine, siya yung worker. Yan lang. Okay, thank you. Yun lang. Hello, ma'am.
Ayun. Thank you so much, Engineer Uminga, for discussing how the technology evolves. We've learned about Industry 4.0, automation, digitalization, augmented reality, cloud computing. Those topic really amazes us po. And it is true, kagaya nga po nasabi niyo, na napakalawak ng ECE. So, if you are a student and worried on becoming unemployed, you don't have to worry kasi napakarami mong pwedeng puntahan sa career na ECE. Actually, we have smart cities and home automations were made possible because of Internet of Things. Am I right, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Opo.
Yeah, actually IoT is really emerging. Yung mga nakikita niyo na mga bahay sa K-drama, yung automatic na magbubukas yung ilaw, sabay music, that is home automation po. So if you pursue ECE course, sisi na lang sa yung paggawa ng mga ganong projects and ideas for your home. And I know curious pa kayo sa maraming mga bagay, guys, but Engineer Uminga, we would want to know, how does becoming an ECE professional contribute to the community?
Sa akin, sa engineer, no, marami na kasi akong projects na yung mga iba is yung tawag doon, confidential, parang gano'n. Yung mga kasi ginagamit nila. May mga company kasi ako napunta ako sa yung yung tawag dito, military. Yan, military. So yun, sa military part, nakapag-contribute din ako. Although, yan, ayaw ko sasabihin kung saan kasi weapons yung ginamitan. So yun, kung pwede mo kung sa weapon industry, ECE ka Tapos as naman, sa ibang yan, sa dati akong automation din is sa company, malaki din ng natipid nila. Yung advantage lang, syempre kung yung mga tao is manual, is yan, napalitan na sila ng machines. So yung ibang is dilipat sa department siguro, yung iba is nawalan ng trabaho kasi gano'n nga. Titipid yung company, gusto i-automate isang buong planta. So yan, nakapag-contribute ako sa pero at the same time, yung mga siguro yung mga iba is nalipat. Sa iba naman, yung kapag share din ako sa IECEP, yung mga seminars na marami na lang ako na training, seminars, gano'n. Tapos dun sa din, mga school, may mag-invite kasi sa akin sa school na magtutok din, yun, na in-inspire ko sila na ang ECE profession is more on perseverance. No? Don't give up. Failure is a part of the being an engineer. Pag nagkaroon ka ng failure, iteration lang. Tingnan mo, hanggang ma-troubleshoot mo, hanggang ma-solve mo yung So, halimbawa na fail ka, bumagsak ka, don't give up. Huwag ka ma-discourage. That's the part of life. Kasi pangit naman kung lagi tayong dito lagi tayong nagiging successful. Baka may mga tao kasi na talagang sobrang successful. No? I know some friends, may mga relatives na sobrang successful sila. Hindi nila din failure. Nung nag-failure sila, hindi na sila nakabangon. So, ganon yung kapag maging failure ka is don't give up. No? Don't discourage. That's part of the challenge. So, you have to accept na yung failure is part of life. So kahit ako din, nagkaroon ako ng na failure sa trabaho, failure sa community, failure sa pamilya, failure sa don't give up, don't be discouraged. So kailangan mo ang essence of life. Pag nag-fail ka, you have to stand up and continue. Okay.
Ayun, sir. Thank you po for your words of wisdom. And we would also want to know, what is your message to all aspiring ECE students and future engineers of the country? What is specifically kung saan dapat kami mag-focus ng mga topics?
Sa topics, sa dami ko ng follow your passion. Kung gusto mo sa telco, kung sa telco, kung gusto mo sa broadcasting, basta yung passion mo. Ang passion mo kasi is hindi mo ma-reach ang isang bagay kapag hindi ka passionate. You don't have, halimbawa ako is, Ang passion ko is more on, sabihin natin, nagdi-design ako ng mga kasi nagdi-design ako ng products, no. Bigla akong nalipat sa passion na gusto ko pala mag-sales. Hindi ako magaling sa sales, no. So yun, parang yan. Ang pinaka-importante is yung masaya ka, you're happy, and then lahat ng goals na is nakukuha mo. Although may mga failed circumstances na mangyayari sa buhay mo, you have to accept it. Basta yung yung driven desire mo to gain knowledge, to become successful is more on your passion. Para hindi ka magsawa. Kasi pag nagsawa ka na is wala na yung burning desire na mag-continue. So you have to look yung field na is look for your passion, look for your best interest. So para tuloy-tuloy ka. Kasi pag hindi mo nasimulan yung passion mo yan is magsisimula ka ulit. So yun, habang maaga pa is, diba, nakita nyo, gusto ko sa broadcasting, gusto ko sa telephone. Have to concentrate that. You have to master on that. And then also yung basic. Kasi sa engineering, lahat tayo, di ba, may mga sa course natin is may math, may so you have to start on basics, master the basics. The difficult and what do you call this? Difficult and complex will follow. Okay.
Thank you so much, sir. For sure, maraming na-inspired ng mga students here. So, ayun, being passionate is the key, and it is true that engineering is challenging, but it is worth it. Again, thank you so much, Engineer Uminga. Sa ating mga ka-ICEP, kamusta naman po kayo dyan? I hope you're okay. Stay hydrated dahil pa-intense po ng pa-intense yung nagiging discussion natin ngayon. Kaya, wag na po natin patagilin pa. Let us move on to our next topic.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Our next speaker has 19 solid years of experience in the field of electronics engineering and a project management professional. He has a double degree in electronics and communications engineering and electrical engineering. He is also took his master's in business administration, specializing in project management at Singhanian University in India. He started his career as service engineer at Multiband Electronics, where he handles various types of electronic devices, computer automation, and systems integration. He also has experience as system specialist at ABS-CBN Broadcasting Corporation, where he supervised and monitored the implementation of security access control and CCTV management operations. He has a communication engineer at Bari and Mazari Tech System in Dubai, where he worked as an engineer for commissioning, testing, fixing, installation, troubleshooting, and technical support of all security systems, access control systems, BMS system, and its associated hardware and software. Currently, he is working at Siemens Industrial LLC in Dubai, UAE, as electronics engineer in charge of BMS design, commissioning, and servicing. Let us give a warm welcome to Engineer Rufi O. Niedo. Hi, sir. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon, ma'am. Do you hear me?
Yes, sir, it's audible po.
Oh, okay, thank you. No, thank you. So very so actually currently I am working in Siemens. So you know that one, maybe it is a German conglomerate company, operation worldwide. But currently, I am here in Dubai, UAE, as an electronic engineer assigned in the BMS, Building Management System. So I will share my screen. Okay. Do you see my screen, guys?
Yes, sir. Visible na po.
Okay, so ito po kasing yung Instrumentation and Control Society, actually ito po yung combination niya, yung process, yung pinaka-output niya, automation po. So sa mga student natin ngayon, so ito pong automation ay isa lamang sa diversified field ng pagiging ECE. So ibig sabihin, no? So sa automation pa lang papakita ko sa inyo napakalawak ng ating pwedeng tahakin, no? You can deep dive, you can fly high using ECE course. So sa word of automation po, so anyway, actually ito pong ito pong materials ko actually kasi nagte-train po ako ng mga PLC dito. So to the different nationality. So ito na rin yung ginamit ko po, no, para i-present sa inyo about what is the world of automation. What is the automation is all about. So by the way, I am Engineer Rufi. As I am ECE, ECT. So isa rin po ako sa mga registered in engineer here in the UAE as in the Society of Engineers. Currently, I am working in Siemens as an electronic engineer, service engineer in BMS system for 12 years. Okay, by the way, so sinabi na po ni ma'am yung aking graduate of MBA, BSECE, Bsece. So actually, ayan. Ito po yung kasi yung lecture namin during the PLC. So guys, mga tropa, no? What is automation, no? So automation, what is automation? So iisipin nyo, automation, what is automation? Actually po yung automation is a problem solver. If you see things around, what is the problem there? If you goes around, you see around, what is a problem there? So we can solve it by the automation. So if we can solve it by automation, okay, we will do. Like at your home. Currently, you are in your home or in your school or in your home. So you are washing your clothes at the same time you are cooking. At the same things, you are doing the same things at the same time, right? So this is the automation. So we are kumbaga, so make it the efficiency in all the tasks that you need to be done. Okay? So what is automation? So you can explain even to yourself what is the automation. So whatever the easiest way to make your life easy, that is automation. So why we need an automation? Ayun din po 'yon. The benefit of automation. Ano po yung magiging benefits ng automation? So you can save your time, you can save your effort, you can less hard work, efficiency, adaptability, accessibility. Is so much, right? So the next things is ito yung pros and cons. So ito po yung sinasabi nila, sir, kasi sa automation, so marami yung cons, no? So tinatanggalan daw natin ng work, ng trabaho, yung ibang field, yung ibang tao. So nawawalan sila ng kabuhayan. So this is all lies. Guys, it is all lies. The automation, it's help you bring to the other things. Instead of gumagawa ka nito, dahil may automation na dito, you can do other things because of the automation. So it means more beneficial for you, more beneficial to us, most beneficial to the society. This is the automation. So, okay. So what is the pros? Okay, all the pros. So you can do a lot of things in the automation. Okay. So the automation, you can see automation in different aspect of your society, different aspect of life. All right? So, sa atin pong sa industrial, sa mga planta, sa mga plant, even sa power plant, kahit saan pong planta yan, may automation po dyan. So, ibig sabihin, may ECE. May ECE. So, it means, nandiyan yung ECE. May trabaho yung ECE sa lahat ng plant. So, and other things, sa mga factory. So, may automation po dyan. Lahat po yan dapat naka-automation. So, gaya nga sabi ko, yung automation is a problem solver. So, sa factory, ang trabaho ng automation, you make automate, no? The possible things na kaya nating gawing automate yung sa production. And there is also sa manufacturing, the same. Factory manufacturing, I think it's almost the same. Sa mga commercial po, ayan. Sa mga commercial area, port and airport, sa mga airport natin, nakikita nyo naman, di ba? So meron tayong mga, yung mga HVAC control natin dyan, nandyan. Ginawa po yan ng mga automation engineer, ng mga instrumentation and control engineer. Sa mga hospital, may mga automation engineer din po dyan. Okay? Kahit po yung mga gadgets ng mga medical equipments, automation din po yan. So, pinoprogram, dinesign, dineploy ng mga automation engineer. Sa hospital, sa mga mall, especially sa mga mall, no? So, control yan. It is control environment yan, yung mall. So, dinesign and control by the automation engineer din po yung mga mall, yung mga school, sa mga campus, sa mga university campus. Ganun din po yan. So, mostly here po, dito sa may Dubai, sa may hotel. So, mostly naka-BMS, naka-building management system. So, ibig po sabihin, yung isang system, kahit walang tao, kahit unmanned, it will operate. Kahit wala po siyang manpower. Yung system namin nag-ooperate kahit wala siyang manpower. It will work because it's designed and deployed by the automation engineer. Next things is yung mga commercial space. Name it, we have it. You know, lahat ng automation, meron pong sa mga commercial space, may mga automation po dyan. So, kahit anong commercial space, no, yung mga airport, kahit yung mga shop, mga regular shop na commercial, they are deployed these things, automation. Ganun kalawak, no? Ganun kalawak to kahit yung automation pa lang in the one field of the ECE, ganun kalawak. Then sa mga homes, sa mga home houses and villas natin, no, especially po dito, no, dito sa may Dubai. So mostly of our yung karamihan po ng ano namin dito, yung mga villas, yung mga kasi ano mo na mayayaman yung mga tao. Mayayaman yung mga tao. So lahat po halos karamihan ng mga houses nila naka-automation. Ano po ba ibig sabihin ng automation? Yung sa mga villas po, yung sa mga houses, sa mga condominium. Yung sa mga condominium po nila, so automation yung door, automation yung light, kahit walang tao, safe, secure because of the automation. So dinidesign at dinedeploy din po yan ng mga automation engineer. Ayun po yung nagiging trabaho din po namin, trabaho ko po, yung pag-design ng mga automation. Mostly po, ito katulad dito, mostly yung automation, yung pinaka-standard na sinusunod natin sa ngayon, currently, yung PLC, so Programmable Logic Controller. Once na sa automation po yan, matutunan nyo po yan, napakadali lang po yan. Kayang-kaya nyo po yan ng mga ECE, kahit yung mga regular student lang, kumbaga parang ano lang to eh. So kasi ang pagpo-program po nito, although programming po ito, so functional block diagram ang ginagamit sa ngayon, no? Currently, no? So ito yung latest, no? FBB. So mostly yung pinaka-system niya, no? Kaya bibigyan ko lang po kayo ng hint para kumuha na, dahil napakadali po nito, kayang-kaya po ng bawat estudyante. Hindi po nyo kailangan maging magaling sa math, hindi nyo po kailangan maging magaling sa physics. Inaintindihan nyo lang po yung logic. Napakadali lang po ng logic. Ito lang po yung mga basic ng logic. Mapag-aaralan nyo po ito during your sa college. Tinuturo na po ito. Ituturo to ng teacher nyo, ng instructor nyo. Tuturo sa inyo. At napakadali lang po yan. Ako po ang nagsasabi sa inyo. Napakadali. Para maging isang automation engineer, ito po yung ginagamit ng mga PLC, yung mga logic na ito, ng mga Programmable Logic Controller, ng SCADA, at ng AI. Ito yung AI, yung Artificial Intelligence, yung higher level na ng automation, AI. Ito po yung mga basic lang ng logic. So So sa ngayon, siguro po dahil nasa ano tayo ngayon, senior high, at least siguro senior high na-gets nyo na yata ito, yung mga gate. This is some of the logic gate na ginagamit sa PLC. Ilo-logic nyo lang. Okay? Ilo-logic nyo lang. Iko-connect nyo lang. That's it. So the company like me, Siemens, they will give you the software and you know how to make it logic and you know the problem, program it. So easy. Program it, deploy. Finish. So, yan. Ito po, no? Bagta sa logic, may logic tayo, meron tayong hierarchy of the automation. Ito po yung sinasabi kong automation dahil ito ay combination ng measurement, instrumentation, and control. Yung first level niya po, ito yung field station. No? Field station, ito yung mga measurement na dineploy mo sa different site, different space. Ito yung include all sensor devices, mga temperature sensor, relative humidity, mga actuator, pressure, occupancy sensor, flow sensor. Ito po yung mga sample. Name it, we have it. So, kasama po dyan yung mga relay, mga contactor, mga isolator, sa mga electrical switches, kasama po sa field station. So it means, sa field station pa lang, yung mga various field, various sensor, various devices mo, it should be work. Kahit wala pa yung logic mo. So, field station pa lang, nagwo-work na siya. So, deployable na siya. Kasi, ito yung ginawa ng mga instrumentation and measurement engineer natin, no? Yung iba't ibang sensor na to. So, next thing is, kakabitan mo siya ng automation station. Ito na include na yung magpo-program ka ng sinabi ko nga, no, yung napakadali, yung PLC, no? Napakadali lang 'yan. So, merong kang programmable controller, merong kang PLC controller. Ito po yung input-output controller. Ito yung mga part na ng automation station. Isang panel din to na itong mga field station mo, iwa-wiring mo lang papuntang automation station. So, ko-connect mo siya, ipo-program mo siya, that's it. It's finished. Just only to follow what is the procedure, doing the logic. Kung ano yung gusto ng customer, kung ano yung client, kung ano yung nasa design, is better. Kung ikaw ang nag-design, mas maganda. Right? Mapoprogram mo ng maayos. So kasi ikaw din ang nag-design. So even though there is another engineer design your system, so ikaw yung magko-commission, so okay. It's more convenient to you. Right? So next thing is, nag-work na yung field station mo, nag-work yung automation station mo, kahit dito pa lang sa field in automation station, working na siya. Tumatakbo na ng automated yung unit mo, like HVAC, extract fan, lahat ng lighting, lahat ng mga pumps, motor, nakakonect na sa automation station nyo. Then, from the automation station, kakabitan mo na siya ng management station. So ito na yung you are dealing now with the computer. So it means automation station, you are not just it's not just finished to the measurement, instrumentation, and it's not just finished only doing the logic, it's not only doing the PLC, but you need to deal with the computer. Ito po management station, ito po yung mga HMI, yung mga human interface machine. So yung machine mag-interface na sa yung computer, mag-interface na sa human. So that human able to operate your field station in the automation station dahil sa management station. So meron din pong may mga software katulad sa SCADA, sa BMS, may sarili siyang software. May software din yan. Bukod sa may software yung automation station, i-deploy mo siya sa management station, may sariling software din po yan. So magde-deploy, i-design mo yung yung GUI mo. So graphical user interface na to, i-design mo yung mga unit mo. So lalagyan mo ng mga tag. So i-design mo kung paano siya yung magla-route siya sa backnet to IP. Ito po yung backnet to IP. Ito yung building automation control network from the automation station. Magko-connect siya sa management station mo through IP. So i-configure lang po 'to, i-configure mo lang 'to. So it's so easy. It's so easy for you guys. So napakadali ng sinasabi ko sa inyo ng automation station, kaya no need to worry na mag-worry kayo bakit yung mga nauna nating speakers so very parang nawindang tayo, no, nawindang. Pero ako sasabihin ko sa inyo, huwag kayong mawiwindang dito. Napakadali po ng automation station, at pagka yung automation station na ilagay nyo sa CV nyo, mismo po, no? Huwag kang mag-apply. Mismo yung company, yung trabaho ang maghahanap sa iyo. I'm sure that because I feel that talagang dito ko naranasan yan, no? So when I'm working here in Dubai, once you are already experienced the automation, yung work, yung company ang pipilitin ka talaga, ipapirate ka, i-hire ka nila. They want to get you. Once you have an automation field in your CV, because they know that the automation is the problem solver. Right? It's a problem solver. Kaya ngayon pa lang, so I congratulate you guys na sa participant ngayon. I-share nyo itong video. I congratulate you that you are taking ECE and do this, the automation field. Okay? So, I'm finishing na management station. Ito po management station pa, no? So, ito yung mga may gateway module tayo dyan, integrating device, workstation, PC, hub switches. Ito na yung referring to IT. You are dealing with IT now here. So napakalawak. So napakalaki ng opportunity. It is a vast opportunity, especially in the automation. So next slide is ito guys. Itong PLC na sinasabi ko, ito kasi yung brain ng automation. So currently updated to. Ito po yung ginagamit ngayon ng different top company like Siemens, GE, Honeywell. So name it. They have their own PLC. Okay? They have their own. It is an industrial microprocessor based controller. Parang computer din po to. May sariling CPU, may power bus, may memory unit, I/O interface, communication interface, software and hardware. So PLC napakadali lang din po 'yan. Ako ayoko sabihin sa inyo na ang mahirap yung yung automation kasi maglo-logic ka, magpo-program ka. Guys, do it because hindi po ako yung matalino na katulad nyo. Hindi ako matalino na katulad nyo. I'm not a brilliant like you, I'm not an intelligent like you, but I do it this fairly, properly. For the 12 years, I'm still in Siemens doing automation programming. So napakaganda ng opportunity na ibinibigay ng automation ng instrumentation and control sa atin, no? So ito field devices. So I already explained that one. Ito yung mga difference ng field devices. Later on, mapag-aaralan nyo po yan, no? Mapag-aaralan nyo yan. So, guys, ito. Tingnan nyo I will give you a tip. Not example or what. So, nasa sa inyo to kung paano nyo i-apply yung being an automation engineer. Because because I'm not like same like you na you are lucky that your parent is supported your study, na nandyan yung parents nyo na nagpaparal sa inyo, kaya pasalamatan nyo yung parents nyo. At this time, pasalamatan nyo kung pakukuwain kayo ng ECE, pasalamatan nyo na. Good guys, because you know sa pagiging automation, gaya ng sabi ko, huwag kang mag-apply, ang trabaho ang maghahanap sa iyo. Ang company yung maghahanap sa iyo, hindi ikaw. I-vlog mo lang yung sarili mo, lagay mo sa LinkedIn, they will call you a lot. I'm sure of that. You know, so I'm graduate in the TIP, hindi po mamahaling school. So I'm finished my ECE 6 years. Actually, 6 years I'm finished my my ECE because at that time hindi nga ako, I told you I need to support myself to study to finish this course. So look at the end look, I am now in Siemens. I already finished Bsece also, right? So then at that time also, so sorry, so may sasabihin lang ako kasi yung time na because I'm living in the Islam areas, squatter. I grew up in the squatter. So kaya talagang difference po yung kaya nga so magpasalamat na kayo sa parents niyo. Being thankful na suportado kayo, binibigay po sa inyo yung lahat ng gusto niyo. So be thankful, pasalamatan niyo sila, pasalamat kayo sa Diyos. At least guys, merong ganito, nakakaano kayo ng free. Tumira kayo ng free. Marami tayo mga free kahit sa mga community niyo yung nag-o-offer ng mga free training, tirahin niyo. So this is the part of the automation kasi ang automation ay problem solver. So ito pa po may sasabihin pa ako sa inyo. How the automation problem solver, there is a step. I will give you the step how to solve the problem. This is not only for the automation, but it's even your life. Even your life, even whatever problem you are encounter at this moment. Sundin niyo lang po ito. I will sure you it will solve your problem, no? Number 1, understand the problem. Ano po bang problema? Understand mo muna yung problema mo. Wag kang kumbaga wag mo ilista lahat. Make it in one sentence. Anong problema? Like in our site. So some site is selling the problem is the energy is not matching, the energy is too high. Is consuming we are consuming double. We are consuming a lot of energy at this site. Okay. Number 2, look at the step 1. You already define your problem. You are expressing sentence. Okay. Look at the step 1. So, ayun talaga yung problem mo. So, the third one is switch mindset from frustrated to curious. So, okay lang yan. Wag kang ma-depress, wag kang ma-frustrate. Ganun talaga meron tagang problema but make it curious. Bakit ba dumating yung problema na yon? Anong nangyari? So make it curious. Why? So then number 4, reserve your time, few hours of time. So stay away ka muna, Stay away, just think, reserve few hours. So saglit lang. So number 5, apply while you rest. So meron ka ng problema, so nag-reserve ka ng time, so magpahinga ka muna. It's very good, Sleep ka muna, nap, meditate, exercise, pumunta ka sa beach, swimming pa. It's just okay. Then number 6, do when alone. Give your time, yung sarili mo, so subukan mo ulit, gawin mo sa sarili mo without interruption of the other things like phone, like movie, like whatsoever na kung ano yung kinakabalahan mo ngayon. Do it when alone, okay? Number 7, do it again slowly and carefully. Okay? Yung problem, katulad po kasi ito, mostly ito, you can apply kapag nagpo-program ka po. Like na sinasabi ko, yung PLC, kung nagpo-program ka, baka naman may something lang na mali doon sa logic na ginawa mo. Kaya hindi mo na-solve yung problem. Do it again slowly and carefully. Just as simple. Ito po yung kung bakit yung automation, ito lang yung pinapalo ko na para ma-solve yung problema sa mga site. Kasi alam nyo alam nyo guys, automation, you are dealing with the various different field of devices, multi-brand, different multi-signal. So iba't ibang signal, iba't ibang brand, iba't ibang system. Because like me, we are doing with the BMS system, you are integrating different system and different brand, different company, different, you are deal with a different engineer, different designer. And you need to tackle that. So it's just by this by this problem solver, what I do is this problem solver, I can do it properly. So easy. Look. So even in that automation, kahit sa problem po natin ngayon na na-encounter, so anong problema mo? Katulad ng, okay, so iniwan ng boyfriend, iniwan ka ng girlfriend mo. Understand the problem. Iniwan ako ng girlfriend ko, iniwan ako ng boyfriend ko. See? Ayun yung problema. Look at the step 1. So, ba't ka iniwan? So, ayun talaga naging problema mo. Iniwan ka. Switch mindset from frustrated to curious. Bakit ka iniwan? So, instead na ma-frustrate ka, ma-depress ka, make it curious. Why? Ask why, no? Ask why? Bakit? Then, reserve few hours of your time. Right? It's good, no? So, move on ka muna, no? Pansamantala, apply while you rest. So, mag-enjoy ka muna sometimes. So, go to beach, watching movie, meditate, exercise, like that. Then, do when alone. So, ito yung pag-isipan mo. So, bakit ganun? Baka hindi niwang ka, hindi ka masarap magluto. So, magluto ka, no? So tingnan mo bakit baka hindi masarap, no? Bakit hindi masarap, no? Just like this. Then do it again slowly and carefully. You love again. Right? So easy, right? It will solve your problem. So easy. So any problem you can solve. So by this one, by automation problem solver. Okay, guys? So actually, thank you very much. So nadagdagan ko yata ang problema nyo. But anyway, so I'm telling you now, this is the right, you are in the right path. Gaya nga ng mga sinabi ng mga unang speaker, no? So napakaganda ng sinabi nila. So nagdagdag lang ako ng problema sa inyo, pero sabi ko nga sa inyo, so itong problema na to, meron akong problem solver, gawin niyo lang, you can solve all your problem. So ito lang po, yung automation is one of the diversified field of ECE. Sa automation pa lang po, kukulangin na tayo. Kasi even in our company, sa research department ng company namin, kahit sa ibang company, sa GE, like that, sa Honeywell, Johnson Control, they are, we are hiring a lot. 100,000 we need 100,000 automation engineer. So we cannot fill it up. Wala. So kulang kami sa tao. And the good things of that, no, itong mga automation engineer, no, kahit yung mga intro, yung mga newcomer, guys, your salary, sabi ko sa iyo, you will be happy. Ha? Hindi ganon ka ang salary ng automation engineer. Sabi ko, you will be happy, masasayahan po kayo kapag nag-automation engineer kayo. Sana guys, so nabigyan ko kayo ng additional info about automation engineer. So kahit wala naman kayo natutunan, so okay lang 'yon. Basta i-review niyo lang ulit yung video na to, i-save nyo. So at least i-share nyo po. I-share nyo yung video na to sa mga parents, sa mga classmates nyo, i-share nyo. So yung opportunity na nag-aantay bilang isang ECE. Okay? Maraming salamat. Salamat uli. Thank you.
Thank you, Engineer Niedo, for the tips. Parang gusto ko na rin tuloy i-pursue yung field ng automation. So just like what Sir mentioned earlier, the task of an engineer is to make things easier and conveniently. And to do that, we automate. Automation saves time and effort with efficiency. So if you are having a hard time sa isang bagay, if you want to save time to feel secured, then the solution is to automate. So if you are innovative individual and have creative solutions, the ECE is perfect for you. Sir Niedo, we are curious lang din po, how did you enjoy your time as ECE student?
Ma'am, during kasi ECE ako, so na-enjoy ko kasi kasi ako yung kailangan kong i-support yung sarili ko ng study. So ang ginagawa ko po, so para naman may mga yung free time ko, may mga estudyante ako, nagtuturo ako. yung mga tutor lang individually sa mga student din. So of course nagpapabayad ako kasi kailangan ko ng yung pamasahe, yung personal expenses ko, yung kahit nga yung tuition ko doon ko kinukuha. So per hour nagpapabayad ako, pero at least binibigay ko sa kanila yung the best na dapat nilang matutunan sa mga estudyante na yon. So ayun po yung naging ko sa during the time ECE po ako.
Ayun. Thank you, sir. Kapag talaga engineering madidiskarte. So, to all students here, huwag kayong matakot sa engineering. Yes, mahirap siya, pero it is really fulfilling, lalo na kapag natapos nyo and natawag na kayo sa pangalan nyo na may engineer. Then next, sir, we also have another question. What makes the ECE course or profession different from the other engineering disciplines?
Yes. Ayun nga po yung sabi ko, no? Unang-una, kahit hindi ka mag-apply, ang trabaho yung tatawag sa'yo. Ang trabaho yung maghahanap sa'yo kapag automation engineer ka. I'm sure you. So, i-post mo lang yung CV mo sa LinkedIn, they will call a lot. Talagang pipilitin kanila na ma-hire. So, like that. So, unang tip po yan. Then, sa pagiging ECE, you can deep dive. You can deep dive learning, no? Kahit na physically, no? So in the bottom of the ocean, yung submarine, may measurement and control doon. May ECE doon. You can fly high, no? Kahit sa Mars ngayon, no? Yung sa Mars, mga ECE ang gumawa ng mga instrumentation and control and robotics doon, no? So naka-deploy na tayo ng mga robotics sa Mars, mga ECE, mga artificial intelligence na engineer. Artificial intelligence come from the automation engineer. Yung mga automation and control engineer ang gumawa niyan. Kaya sa pagiging ECE, so you can deep dive, you can fly high. So ayun lang po yung main advantage ng pagiging ECE.
Wow, thank you for sharing a valuable knowledge with us, sir. Seems like marami-rami na tayo from our audience na ang nai-inlove sa electronics engineering. And thank you for that, Engineer Niedo. Now, we will now be moving on to our last topic for today. So ayan, mga ka-IECEP, overflowing na tayo with knowledge. So isagad na natin yan. I-overflow pa natin. To all participants, kaya nyo pa ba? So kayanin natin for the last topic, the ECEs in the power electronics industry, which will be discussed by an ASEAN certified energy manager and has more than 20 years of technical experience in mission critical power equipment or MCPE, and critical facilities gained from working in the top critical power equipment companies in the world, such as American Power Conversion, Schneider Electric, Ametec SCI, Emerson Network Power, Riello UPS, and Vertiv PH. He worked as a regional service engineer in Asia Pacific, Africa, and the Middle East region, where he technically managed and support the company partners and coordinates with factory platform engineers for quality and field escalated issues and helps to resolve them. He is a former technical training instructor who provides training on MCPE technical product certification for service and technical engineers in Asia Pacific region. He has a double degree in engineering, BS Electronics and Communication Engineering, and BS Electrical Engineering at New Era University. He attended postgraduate studies in Asian Institute of Management Business Leadership Program, Ateneo Graduate School of Business, CCE Lian Six Sigma, and University of the Philippines National Engineering Center Facilities Management. Currently, he is taking Master of Engineering and Electrical Engineering at Technological Institute of the Philippines in Quezon City. He is an ASEAN Certified Energy Manager, APC Data Center Certified Associate, PRC Licensed Registered Master Electrician, and a PRC Licensed Electronics Engineer. He is also a member of Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineer, IIEE, USA, Institute of Integrated Electrical Engineers of the Philippines, Mechatronics and Robotics Society of the Philippines, MRSP, and a lifetime member of Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines, IECEP. Ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Engineer Manolito B. Sasuman. Hi sir, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Narinig ba ako?
Yes sir, narinig po.
Okay, so let's start na. Good afternoon sa lahat ng mga high school student. Feeling ko tuloy parang nagbalik yung mga alaala ko bilang high school. the Besang High School. So okay, let's start now. I'll share my screen. Wait. Okay, I'll share my screen. Okay, so nakita niyo na ba screen ko? Hello? Okay na ba yung screen ko?
Yes, sir, it's already visible
Okay,
po.
so let's start. Okay, let's start. So again, I'm Engineer Manuel Tibisasuman, one of the member of the Power Electronics Society, Technical and Education Committee. Okay, let's start this one. So before that, I share my journey as an engineer. I'll introduce first our society, the Specialization of Power Electronics Society. Okay, so we have this society was formed in May 2021. So basically, it's upholding vital scientific education as aspect of power electronics in its application, keeping its member around the globe up to date, and state-of-the-art technology development and advanced power electronics. We have our mission. A mission is of the PS of Power Electronics Society shall be literal, significant education in character. Okay, so we have our vision to become a world-class and exceptional IECEP society and become a catalyst of change for betterment of IECEP community. So basically, the Power Electronics Society focus on the study of the computer and telecommunication equipment for power supply, data communication, the power system, consumer electronics products, automobiles, consider the electrical chargers, all these things, mass transportation for the signaling, supply the signaling system, industrial, commercial system, medical, lighting, space and military. So everywhere power electronics is involved because every equipment or a gadget or anything, it requires a power supply, which is basically use AC-DC converter, DC-DC converter. Just to share you this one, in the Power Electronics Society, we have a proposed 5-year program roadmap, which is already started, and we're now in year 2. So in 2021, we have this initiation, research and development in 2023, collaboration and harmonization, documentation and recommendation, dry run, fine tuning. And we have there a yearly plan, which is we are involved in DTI standardization for electronics components and products. Our chairman, Mr. MP Fernandez, and all our officer was really involved in doing a standardization of as the aspect of the power electronics. And in year 4, 2024-25, hopefully we can produce already the power electronic standard book or standard code book for solar energy. And yeah, as I've said, a history of our group, it started as a sub-specializations group of the solar in May 2021. Then they form officially in June 2021 as a group of engineers and in the academy. So they formed this group to start the Power Electronics Society. And we have our group in Facebook. It's a Power Electronics Society. It's where we update all the members about the latest technology of power electronics, and if they have any problem regarding the power electronics, we help them. We give advice. So not only that, we also have a subgroup of the solar specification, which most of the topic are the solar system. We give an update and also help each other. So one of the sub-specialization of power electronics are the data center, consuming electronics, automobiles, mass transport the power supply system, and the space and military renewable energy system. Last February, we had our first colloquium on power and clean energy. We have our speaker who are specialized in their own industry, like the smart grid development in the Philippines, which discussed by Engineer Juan Carlos, as well as the application of digital telecommunication in power and energy sector. And then the Philippine framework plans for renewable energy from 2020 to 2025, which was discussed by Mr. Michael Sino Cruz, and application of artificial intelligence discussed by Dr. Ying Yi Hung, and application blockchain, revolutionary technology of energy, discussed by Energy Francis Alano. So this this year we will have 2 colloquium power clean energy. The next one will be in August. So we will post it on the Facebook regarding this matter, and I will be one of the resource speaker for that, for uninterruptible power supply. Okay, here are our officers headed by Mr. Mark Philip Fernandez, and the rest of the officers from our subcommittee. The good thing about this one is, for you as a student, you're going to choose IECEP, and if you choose to specialize in power industry, we already have a support system. If you're just a young engineer, just pass the board exam, then you want to go to the power industry, then a good network of power electronics society will help you for this one. We'll give training, we'll give webinar, all these things to help you equip, and if there is an opening for certain companies in the power electronics sector, then we'll also inform you regarding that matter. So we help our ECE specialize in power electronics. So don't worry, if you choose electronics engineer as your course in college, pagka-graduate nyo, asahan nyo na merong society na tutulong sa inyo, maghuhubog sa inyo, kasi usually wala pa kayong field experience and also actual experience. So not only power electronics society, actually that's the aim of the specialization. It's also telecom, all this sector. The power electronics society is one of the one that really ready. They have already structured. And just recently in MidCon, isa ang power electronics society na accredited na sa PRC regarding as a society. So yeah, officially we are officially accredited society. And in terms of components, you can see here components, electronic components of IGBT, power MOSFET, power BGT, SCR. These are components that are very critical in assembling equipment that is work in a critical facilities. We have here, one of the sample here is the offshore. It's an offshore oil rig, oil and gas, no? I personally experienced, and nakapunta ako dito a couple of times, many times actually, for the industrial UPS nila that supply power for their control system and SCADA system, which monitor and control the operation of the oil rig. And also the offshore refinery, it's also they use industrial type of equipment, UPS, inverter, static switch, all these things, which the main components is the power electronic component like IGBT and SCRs. So nadi-deploy yan, which plays that equipment plays an important role in operation of the refinery. And another thing is the nuclear power plant. Yeah, Sa nuclear power plant, it's also the industrial nuclear grid, UPS, inverter, rectifier, and battery charger used in the sa operation ng ano nila, no, ng nuclear power plant. And not only that, the coal fire power plant. I personally went to this couple of power plant in Indonesia and also here in Philippines in Quezon. So they use the UPS and inverter for supplying the power to their control system for the operation and monitoring and security. Also in the factory in Korea, in US, I've been there. Yon, supply. It plays an important role. And lalo na sa production, it's very important na hindi mahinto ang production. Downtime is not an option sa production kasi mag-start ka niya. Pag na-stop yung production, mag-uulit ka niyan. So kaya yung supply kailangan uninterrupted. Yan, so meron kang power system na standby power system na ready. Pagka nagkaroon ng power failure sa grid, meron kang backup power. Okay? Lalo na sa mga semicon, no? Napaka-delicate siya, lalo sa clean room. So supply of power is very important. So yon, ito sa mga remote sites na high altitude, ayan, kailangan nila ng equipment na power supply dyan, na minsan off-grid ang ginagamit nila. So off-grid means walang supply galing sa distribution unit na sa baba. So nagpo-provide din silang power sa sarili nila, either batteries or they have their solar system. And this one is a Lotte Tower in Korea. I personally went here sa location na to. Nakapunta ako sa 104th story. Ando doon yung equipment namin. Nagka-problema or yung partner namin. So from Singapore, I was based in Singapore, pumunta ako sa Korea to help them regarding this one kasi special customized load siya. It's a high-speed elevator load niya. So pagka nagbe-break, magkakaroon siya ng regenerative energy. So kailangan may something na mag-absorb yun. So naayos naman, it's working very fine. And Lotte Tower is one of the top 10 tallest tower in Asia. Yeah, I think in the world. Yeah, if I'm not wrong. Okay. And next one, this is in Singapore. It's Expo Terminal in Singapore. It's an MRT system. May sila rito, industrial type na uninterruptible power supply and also inverters. They use for their railway electronic signaling system at saka sa control room. So not only that one, it's an airport also. This one is in San Francisco. Maraming power electronic equipment na nakadeploy sa airport because airport 24/7, 365 days yan. Laging bukas, lalo sa San Francisco. Ayun, isa sa winork out namin to. There's a lot of, kasi may monorail din dyan. So pumunta kami dyan, nag-maintain namin, may yung system. And ayun, so napaka-critical. So kailangan walang downtime. So sa ship naman, meron tayo sa ship, may UPS din tayo rito at saka yung rectifier para for your DC system sa loob niyan para maano yung operation ng sa ship para wag umandar lalo na yung control system nila na napaka-critical. So usually ang power supply dito is convert AC to DC, DC to AC, some DC to DC by use of IGBT and SCRs, but mostly IGBT right now. For small system, a single phase, they use power MOSFET. So another one is sites is a data center. Data center, napaka-importante yan. May downtime will cost millions of dollars, no? Pagka nagkaroon ng downtime sa data centers. Kaya ang ginagawa nila ito, meron silang tinatawag na redundancy sa bawat power supply nila. Aside from di lang dalawa, tatlo, apat, to cheer force redundancy. So yeah, as you move on, magkuha kayo sa course ng electronic engineer, maintindihan niyo yan. And pag natapos niyo naman, nakapasa na kayo ng board exam, the Power Electronics Society will be here to help you para matutunan nyo yung dapat matunan na sa pag-employ. Kasi sometimes yung mga natutunan sa school is not enough. Okay, sa office, ganun din. Critical din niya for office, sa mga servers, kailangan walang downtime. So, isa pa sa sakop ng power electronics is yung solar, no? Solar, very in demand ngayon, no? I think isang businessman natin will going to build the largest solar farm, no? 800 kilowatt, megawatt, if I'm not mistaken, no? So, yun, usong-uso rito sa Middle East, Africa, sa Europe, and some part in US, yung solar. So meron niyang MPPT tsaka inverter na ginagamit, which involve yung solar PV involve ang electronics engineer. And sa telecom na naman, which is atin din naman to, pero yung nagsusupply ng power sa antenna, downlink tsaka uplink is involve a power electronics society. Sa satellite, some part of the satellite it use DC, their supply is they use a DC-DC converter, DC-DC converter, no? And the charger also sa vehicle, they charge the vehicle, they use also inverter, no? Some they use the DC-DC charger or system, depende kung ano yung technology. So yon, sabi nga nila noong time kung nabubuhay lang si Edison ngayon, malamang hindi niya ginive up yung DC system. Kasi ang problema kasi noong time ni Edison tsaka ni Tesla, early 1900, yung DC hindi mako-convert, hindi may step up. Yung AC na i-step up, step down mo. Kaya natalo si Edison yun. Mahirap pag-transmit in long transmission. But right now, it's possible right now because of the technology. Meron na tayong technology na from DC, convert mo high or step up, step out, down mo using back and boost technology, no? Na convert mo na yung DC. So sabi nga is, I'm also an advocate of using DC in the future. So we have already in Europe, they already transmit high voltage DC. So yeah, this is the voltage of the future, which malaking role ang magagampanan ng electronics engineer, lalo na sa Power Electronics Society. And now, so much for that sa Power Society. Now, mapunta naman tayo yung journey ko. My journey as a practicing electronics engineer. Dati electronics and communication engineer in the power electronics industry. Now, so let's go ahead. Yes, I was a senior technical support engineer. Nag-field work din ako. That's why alam ko yung actual hands-on, startup ng system, repair, troubleshooting na tagdanan ko. And then the next one, I was able to build my own facility management database system. And yeah, during training. Okay, let's go now. Okay, sa high school. So start ng high school, galing din ako sa public school. But I was the top of the class. Masipag lang kasi, nadaan sa sipag. Pero hindi man ako matalino, nadaan sa sipag. So, yon. And after that, nung graduate ako, sabi ko sa girlfriend ko, gusto kong maging engineer. Pero gusto kong makapag-travel. Hindi magpiloto ka, sabi niya, ay, ayoko magpiloto. Pupursue ko pa lang yung pagiging engineer. So yun nga, so sa sobrang sipag, napagtapos ako ng Bsece tsaka Bsce. So yun, so sabay ko siyang nakuha yung diploma, no? So yun. Yun lang. Then after 2 weeks after ng graduation ko, pumasa ako sa board exam. And then na-meet ko pa si Senator Dolpio Biason. So yun, as long as mag-aral kayo, pakinggan nyo yung lesson ng teacher ninyo, kahit na 2 weeks pa lang pag-graduate ko, take ako ng board exam kahit na walang review, sinuwerte pa rin ako, nilakasan ko ng loob ko, pumasa pa rin. So yun, after that one, pumasa din ako ng board exam, another board exam. And this one, my journey na naging first job ko after 2 weeks na after passing the board exam, after a month, nagturo ako, share my knowledge to my student. And then a couple of months, nag-abroad ako sa Saudi Arabia because my father was working there, and it is opportunity for me pa makasama siya, no? Kasi lumaki kaming hindi namin siya kasama for 25 years. He worked there, so it's an opportunity not only for work but makapiling yung father ko. So I worked in Saudi Arabia. Ang handle ko noon yung electronic firing system na high-clearing couch. Now I was able to dati nag-assist lang ako, then umalis yung senior engineer namin, ako na yung main engineer. So it's a pop-up target, running target, tsaka electronic target system. And then yun, so na-train na rin ako doon sa mission critical power equipment sa Dubai and sa Germany. So yun lang advantage, no? Pag papasok ko sa power electronic industry, not only me kasi mga kaibigan ko rin na ECE, yun din naging path nila kagaya ko eh. So nakakapag-travel talaga. And then after that, nakapunta ako sa Singapore. So sa Singapore, I worked and lived there for 14 years. And yun nga, under American Power Conversion. And was naging ko doon I started as a technical support, naging senior technical support, and then a team leader. And then sa Schneider Electric din, ganun din as a team leader who handles the single phase power supply system. And ang kagandahan din 'yon, pag nakapag-travel and libre yung travel, tapos nakakamit mo pa yung nakasalubong pa ibang nationality. So, yun, hindi lang doon. After a while, nakapag-work ako I was trained in US for a couple of months, and then bumalik ako uli doon and sa Amitech, and then nag-work ako sa Emerson Network Power. Some of my colleagues are ECE also, na sa mga Pilipino. So, yun, marami kaming ECE. Yun, so nakakapag-travel kasi regional kami, nakakapag-travel kami sa ibang bansa. So halos naikot namin yung mundo dahil sa work. And it's for free and sahod ka pa. Then recently lang, noong 2019, I went to California. Nag-work ako doon, nagkaroon ako ng job offer, and then nag-work ako sa California, USA. Yun, sa data centers, mga sa power industry din. Magtataka ka kasi not only here, marami akong nakakasilimuhan ng mga ECE rin. Pag pupunta ako sa mga data centers, mga server rooms, sa mga telecom sites, yon, mga ECE rin na Pilipino. So globally talaga na-employ yung Pilipino na electronics engineer, lalo na sa power industry, no? So in demand talaga. Yun, hindi lang sa power industry, pati yung mga nasa computer tsaka telecom din kasi nami-meet namin sila sa sites. Then when I was in Singapore then, I was the regional training instructor in Asia Pacific, no? So lahat ng engineers, technical and service engineers sa Asia Pacific from New Zealand, Taiwan, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Korea, lahat ng basta sa sakop ng Asia Pacific, they go to Singapore, we train them. We train them hands-on. Siyempre, pinapractice namin safety habang training. So, it is sila, no? So, yun. So, actually, hands-on talaga. So, measuring, we remove all the parts, the boards, install it back, then calibrate, install firmware. So, yun. Then, even component testing, like this one. So discussion. So yun. As I've said, pagka-graduate nyo, nakagraduate ka ng engineering, hindi doon magtatapos. Kailangan continuous ang learning. So mas maganda kung mag-aral pa rin kayo, and not only being licensed, kundi magpa-certify din kayo. Yun, like for me, ASEAN Certified Energy Manager, kasama natin dyan si Engineer Job Mayo, isa sa mga pioneer ng ASEAN Certified Energy Manager. Yon. So far konti pa lang kami mga ECE na ASEAN Certified Energy Manager. So hopefully dumami kami. It's a good field na ma-dominate din ng energy, yung ng ECE, yung energy sector. And then, kung graduate ka ng electronics engineer, you have the opportunity na maka-join sa organization na to. Sa IEEE, ICEP, and then of course, pagpasa ka, sa ICEP talaga. Tapos yung mechatronics and robotics, to, it's a multidisciplinary organization. Kasama din yan yung IMAS, yung ASEAN Center of Energy, no? And also the PIPO, the Philippine Integrated Protection Organization, Fire Protection. So, yun. And if you become expert already, you have a chance na maging maging speaker ka like Sir Sajid, no, na napakasipag, frequent speaker. So like for me, I've been teaching, I've been invited as resource speaker for a couple of times, and yeah, ngayon din. And then it's an opportunity na to share your knowledge pagka nasa ganung ka na, status ka na your experience ka na, you attended many trainings, then it's about time that you share your knowledge naman sa iba, sa next generation. Yun, ito yung gaya ng discuss kanina, ito yung naging nagawa ko na facility management database system. Mahal kasi yung yung mga corporate management system. So ako nakagawa ng database system na for those medium scale na facility na I can afford them so I can make one for them. Ayun, isa sa mga sa mga bucket list ko rin is magkaroon ng sariling company, which now I'm doing a startup company. And if you have any question regarding power electronics, you can connect with me in LinkedIn. So far, 11,204 followers na. And I can share, I can help naman. So, yun. That's the end of my presentation. Any question?
Thank you so much, Engineer Sasuman, for sharing your journey with us. We admire your accomplishments. Engineers are truly globally competitive, and ang goal ng mga future engineers like me is to be successful po like you. Actually, power electronics is very timely nowadays, especially sa mga college. Yun po yung mga ginagawa nilang thesis ngayon. And I hope many of the students here would pursue this field. Sir, can I just ask you a few questions po?
Yes.
Sir, what ECE field of expertise are you in right now, and why did you choose to specialize that?
Right now, I'm in the power electronics right now because yun yung forte ko even before sa power electronics, and it is promising and challenging also because if you like magkaroon ng downtime sa data center, no, all of the management officers will surround you to fix that one. The pressure is really high, so it's challenging, but pag na-resolve mo yung problem, very satisfying. Yan.
Yes, it is truly promising po, and in power electronics kasi continuous innovation doon. And sir, I have another question for you din po. We are curious lang din, what ECE subject excites you the most?
Sa akin, actually, hindi minor subject, it's a history because I'm an historian. Actually, first choice ko talaga is yung maging professor ng history, pero yung skill set ko is more of engineering. So, yun. I got 1.0 po sa mga subject na yun. Pagka history or psychology, magaling ako sa side na yun. Yun.
Actually, history is really interesting din. Thank you, sir, for empowering the youth in the field of electronics engineering. So now, let us move on with the open forum before we end the webinar proper. Sa ating mga research speakers, Engineer Sumera, Engineer Uminga, Engineer Niedo, and Engineer Sasuman, I just have one question for all of you po, na for sure gusto rin malaman ng mga students. The question is, where do you see our profession in the next few years as part of our nation building? Let us start with Engineer Sumera. Ma'am?
Hi everyone, pasensya po, nasa labas lang po ngayon. So pasensya sa noise. I think I see our broadcasting for the next few years. Siguro, though madaming nasasabi na in television is dying na siya. So, but I would say that kahit saan naman tayo, kahit next few years, there will always news and my entertainment. So, and also broadcasting will adapt to the new technology. So, like during the pandemic, until now, hindi tayo nag face to face. So we were behind that end, and the back end of having webinar, kami yung nag-assist. So kahit nasa hindi yung broadcast is medyo nasa makaluma na technology, but we're adapting to the new technology. So it will be, you can see in broadcasting to be in the next few years in ECE.
Thank you, ma'am. It is true, broadcasting is continually adapting and we can see that. Now let us hear from Engineer Uminga po. Sir?
Hi, ma'am. I think Engineer Uminga just got disconnected, so we can move siguro with our other speaker na lang. Thank you.
Now may I call on Engineer Niado?
Okay. So, hindi lang nation building eh. Actually, ang nakikita namin is not only nation building. Electronics engineering will bring us to the Mars. We will build our city in the Mars. That is our new frontier. Electronic engineering will bring us to the moon. We will put a city also there because actually they are planned now to put all the data center in the moon. So that it will not destructible. So ayun yung magiging forefront natin bilang ECE at tayo yung gumagalaw doon sa area na yon. Ayun po yun.
Wow, thank you, sir. That was really inspiring. Now let us hear from Engineer Sasuman.
Yes, gaya na nasabi ko kanina, which is one of my advocacy rin, is yung the future voltage is the DC, direct current na. So right now, if you use some part of the Europe already and US use high voltage DC transmission, it's already in the next 10 to 25 to 20 years magkakaroon na yan, and hopefully sa Pilipinas. And if you use a high DC, you gotta use power electronics. Di na transformer yon, kundi yung step up, step down, back boost converter. And you use a lot of electronics components, which the electronics engineer will be involved. So promising talaga. And also the solar system, the solar, the renewable solar. So it's already booming, and hopefully in the next few years, halos bawat residents magkakaroon na ng solar energy, which use an inverter, which use electronics components and equipment.
Thank you, sir, for making us inclined with the power electronics. It is true na really booming talaga yung ating solars. Lalo na nowadays because it is sustainable and environmentally friendly. To our all research speaker, thank you so much po. You really inspired a lot of students this afternoon. Now let us proceed to the awarding of certificate. May I now call on Engineer Kenneth Brian B. Landicho, the Vice Governor of Internal Affairs of IECEP Bataan Chapter, for the awarding of certificate of appreciation to our well-regarded research speakers.
Hello, good afternoon, everyone. May I present the certificate to be awarded to our research speakers this afternoon. Next slide, please. This certificate of appreciation from the Institute of Electronics Engineers of the Philippines Incorporated, Education and Student Affairs Committee, and under Specialization Committee with the collaboration of IECEP chapters Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva, Ecija, and Zambales. The certificate of appreciation is hereby awarded to our resource speakers in their grateful recognition and profound appreciation of their contribution as resource speaker during the ECE Caravan 2022 conducted on June 11 and 18, 2022 via Zoom platform, assigned by the various governors of the collaborating chapters, Engineer Cyrene Claire M. Armeza, Governor of IECEP Bataan, Engineer Donald M. Lapiguera, Governor of IECEP Bulacan, Engineer Jason Paul V. Vicencio, Governor of IECEP Nueva Ecija, Engineer Noel Lincoln A. Saino, Governor of IECEP Zambales, and Engineer Jomer B. Katipon, the Vice President for Education. So we award the certificate of appreciation to our first speaker, Engineer Sajid N. Makabalang, for his contribution under the IECEP Telecommunications Society. Next. The certificate of appreciation is also awarded to Engineer Sharon J. Isumera under the IECEP Broadcasting Society. Next, the certificate of appreciation also is awarded to Engineer Rally Joy G. Uminga for his contribution under IECEP Emerging Technology Society. And this certificate of appreciation is awarded to Engineer Rufi O. Niedo, IECEP, under IECEP Instrumentation and Control Society. And lastly, the certificate of appreciation is awarded to Engineer Manolito B. Sasuman under IECEP Power Electronics Society. And congratulations po, and thank you very much to all our resource speakers for sharing their insightful experience and thoughts under the Electronics ECE program. Thank you very much po.
Again, thank you so much to our research speakers. May I request everyone to please open their cameras for the photo ops. So ayan, I think naka-open cam naman na lahat. So smile na lang po. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so another one. 1, 2, 3. Ayan, thank you so much po sa ating participants and to our research speakers. Now, let us proceed naman po to our next part of our event. Let us have the announcement first. So, thank you to the IECEP Education and Student Affairs Committee together with the collaborating chapter of IECEP Bataan, Bulacan, Nueva, Ecija, and Zambales chapters. Thank you also to our research speakers and of course to our participants who joined us today. We invite you to the Day 2 of ECE Caravan 2022 Electronics Engineers in the Forefront of Nation Building on June 18, Saturday, 1 p.m. Share this with your classmates and friends to join us to discuss the topic ECEs in Computers and ICT by Engineer Eugene H. M. Balzado Jr., ECEs in Building Electronics and Auxiliary Systems by Engineer Dennis L. Molina, ECEs in Project Management by Engineer Jason A. Guerrero, ECEs in Biomedical Electronics by Engineer John Paul Soriano, and ECEs in Microelectronics by Engineer Timothy M. Amado. So exciting yung mga topics natin next week. So stay tuned because marami pa tayo matututunan na mga tips about engineering, and see you next Saturday. I will now give the floor to Engineer Ravenna P. De Jesus, the Vice Governor for Internal Affairs of Bulacan, for the closing remarks. Hi, sir.
Hi, good afternoon. Okay, so talagang worthwhile ang pag-attend dito sa ating caravan, sa ating mga distinguished officers ng IECEP from national up to down to the local chapters, at sa ating mga honorable guests sa board of ECE. At lalo din po sa ating mga valued speakers. Pati na rin po, syempre, hindi mawawala ang ating mga participants. Talaga pong sincere appreciation to the efforts for attending this caravan. And next week, na-announce po kanina na more topics, more scope ang inyo pong matutunan. And to collate, yung pong mga sinabi ng ating mga speakers, sabi nga daw, Nagsasalita ang inyong mga speaker hindi bilang mga professor, kundi mga buddies, mga friends, mga mentors, mga colleagues. Sinare ng ating mga speakers ang kanilang mga experience bilang student. So I think I'm taking this liberty na i-share din yung sa akin. I'll make it short na lang. Kasi hindi man ako speaker. Hindi ako magaling sa math. Ayan. Hindi ako magaling sa math. Pero isa ako sa mga practicing electronics engineers. Or ECE pa rin po, don't get it wrong. Yung electronics engineer or electronics engineering, yun pa rin yung ECE. So later po sa mga susunod na mga subjects ninyo, pagtungtong ninyo ng college, i-explain bakit yung ECE ay naging electronics engineering. Pero rest assured, marami po siyang specialization, marami siyang scope, marami siyang job opportunities, career opportunities. And stay tuned po talaga. And ganun po, hindi talaga masusukat yung pagpapasalamat namin sa inyong mga estudyante, sa mga guro na nag-encourage sa kanilang mga estudyante, sa mga magulang na kasama yung mga anak nila na umaattend po dito na ano pa talagang electronics engineering, ano ang demand ng merkado. At yan po, rest assured naman po na igagay po kayo ng inyong mga buddies. Ayan. Huwag daw professor ang approach, but mga buddies. Ayan, yung mga speaker po natin. And panghuli po, ito yung last message na masasabi ko po, closing message. Since napakahaba po at talagang napaka-interesting ng topic, I worry baka ma-overload po yung natin, mga kabataan natin. Pero ito po yung isang ibibigay ko po sa inyo, isang motivation. Alam naman natin, kasi po ako ay nag-work sa government, ang requirement po ay civil service eligibility. At alam naman natin na yung civil service exam ay nuknukan ng hirap kasi napakahirap na exam. Pero for your information, ang ECE license po ay considered na civil service eligibility. So, good luck po at congratulations sa inyong career path na tatahakin. Rest assured, andito po si IECEP para tulungan po kayo. Magkikita-kita po tayo sa mga susunod na pagkakataon, hindi lamang po sa June 18, kung hindi sa mga susunod na webinar. Karamihan po ng webinar ng IECEP through its partner stakeholders like DICT, mga free. Kaya po makakatulong ito sa inyong pag-aaral po at asahan po namin ang inyong pagtanggilik at ang inyong pag-pursue ng career sa electronics engineering. Maraming salamat po at congratulations po.
Thank you, Engineer De Jesus. To all participants, don't forget to fill up the attendance and evaluation form for your e-certificate. We are now formally closing the session. We hope we have made your Saturday worthwhile with all the learnings that we have acquired. Thank you to all the attendees and to our research speaker. Once again, I am Ashley Lynn Aison, your moderator. We hope to see you all next week. Thank you.